He working for the cops, man. I'ma make my money, man. Hey. And I'ma do my money things.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your boy Scotty. I'm in the building. Listen right here. This is too good to be true. Listen, when I saw this video, all I could do is say, this is football to the fullest. This is football to the fullest, right? I got a caller in. I'm going to let him go. Then I'm going to play the video. If you have not seen it, I'm going to play the video. Go ahead, caller. You live.
What's up, bro? This T Smooth in the chat.
What's good, T?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Talk to me.
I just wanted to say I like your show, man. Your show kind of remind me of this one show I watched. This guy, he talks about the Cowboys. So y'all kind of got some similarities.
Are you talking about Law Nation?
I never really watched. Huh?
Law Nation?
Yeah, Law Nation, Big Game James, watching all them.
Yeah. I'm a Cowboys fan, so you know I watch Vach, I watch Law Nation, I watch all of them. I love them.
Yeah, I watch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is my first year really watching the SWAC. My mom's side of the family went to UAPB, so I really don't know too much. I just started watching JSU this year. And from what I'm seeing is it's more of a defensive problem they having.
Mm-hmm.
They offensive line a little iffy.
I think they just lost another one. They just lost another one. He went to the transfer portal.
Say it one more time.
I said I think he just lost another lineman. They went to the transfer portal.
Yeah, so they got to get that together. I mean, they pretty much have everything else. I think they need to beef up the line. I think they need to get more push off the ball. And then on the defensive side, I don't know really too much of what I'm looking at. I played offensive line, so I'm really just looking at the front seven. And they having problems stopping the run. And I think to be a good defense, you got to give up maybe 24 points or less. You can't give up no 30, 40, 50 points. You're not going to win, even if your offense going 40.
I got you, T. I appreciate the call, my guy. But listen, I need your opinion on this Connell. Have you seen the video?
Say it one more time.
Have you seen the video of Connell Maynor, the coach of Alabama A&M?
No, sir.
Oh, you haven't seen it? All right, so listen. What I want you to do is I want you to hang up. I'm about to play the video and then call me right back after you watch the video, all right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it, T. The conversation today, fellas, and I know you guys love some JSU. All right, I know you guys love to talk about some JSU, but that is not the conversation today. The conversation today was Connell Maynor out of line. All right, I'm about to play the video, and then I want you guys to call in with your opinion. All right, so here we go.
Prime jogging out, and I met him out the field and shook his hand, and he said he looked forward to playing next year, so I do too.
That's good news here. That means he is going to stay. If new coach at a new school, what do you think in giving him some advice, if he would have called you, what would you have told him that he had to be careful with?
He got assistant coaches. He got NFL coaches. He talked about how good his staff is and how good they are. So I'm sure that he can lean on those guys for advice. You know, so he didn't call me, but, you know, he's the enemy. He's the enemy, you know. I'm not going to give him any advice.
You told him to practice at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, I told him, recruit some more 5-stars. You talking about all the 4 or 5 stars you recruited. You're not the only one to recruit 5 stars and 4 stars. We do too. Let's go. We got guys coming back next year too. Yeah, everybody waiting for next year. Well, we're playing right now. Okay, everybody like their team at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is. You know, so I'm gonna have some different players out there next year too. I'm not gonna play with the exact same team. You know, so let's go. Bring it. We here. We ain't going nowhere.
Hey, make sure you go subscribe to my man Cut Day, man. Appreciate Cut Day for the video, bro. Listen, I have been saying that every time things get going for Deion. I don't care about the fall. Nobody cares about the fall, bro. Everybody play right now. Win right now, my guy. That's what you need to be doing. Focus on right now. Everybody recruiting. Everybody getting drop downs. Everybody getting transfers. Recruit more 4 or 5 stars. Come on, man. Hey, caller, you live.
What's good, off script?
What's good? Talk to me.
Not much, man. Hey, man, this is Sean, and the chat is India Red.
All right, what's up? What's good?
Not much. Nah, out of all the coaches in the SWAC, Maynard has always been the one who talked that talk. You know what I'm saying? So this was his way of finally getting to talk smack to Prime. You know what I'm saying? Like all the coaches, of course, we know all the coaches are trying to recruit 4 and 5-star athletes to their program consistently every year. However, they might land a 1 or a 2-star. They may get a 3-star player. They might get a 2-star that really should have graded out as a 3. But I liked it because it gives that, you know what I'm saying? Now it gives it a little bit more energy when they do meet in the fall. But at the same time, he was more, what I want to say, before the game. He was more humble before the game. Like he didn't want to give any bulletin board material because the only thing that he said to the reporter before this game or leading up to this game is that Prime wanted to, what did he say? Something about Prime wanted some dogs, so we're gonna let the dogs loose on them on Saturday. You know, pretty much. So that was the only line that he had leading into the game. But he said he's more louder today or yesterday than previously leading up to that. He didn't want to, you know, feed off that. But again, like the other coaches said, we not playing Prime. We playing Jackson State. We still playing players that are eligible to play there right now. Just because he's there, he's not on the field. He ain't lining up. But I love it though. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said earlier, you was like, this is football. You feel me? Just the way we play football, because you know that energy, we like to talk slick to each other. If we play in Madden, we at each other head. If 2K, we at each other head. But I love what he said. Listen, I ain't got no problem.
Man, listen, me too. To me, this is football at its finest. See, all that Power 5 stuff, they try to be all political. I don't like political football.
Correct.
I don't like the nuances and all that. I want that straight. I'm better than you. We showed you we better than you. See, Coach Odoms does it different and Coach Maynard does it different. Coach Maynard does it like, I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna let you know
Right.
we gonna come in your house. We gonna you know how they do on the Dave Chappelle, fuck your couch.
Yeah. And that's what he did. He said, fuck your couch. He said it.
He came in the bed and was like, fuck your couch. You know what I'm saying? That's Maynard. But Odoms is more or less like, hey man, I left some dishes for you to wash. And then he just leaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real subtle. It's not, I love it though, but it goes, I love, man, you got to love the trash talking. And don't get me wrong, like Coach Mack said when he came on, he talked about on my post game, he said, you know, it's even if you don't like it, it's still good for the SWAC. It's still good for the SWAC.
Yeah. And while you got all this attention on you right now, you might as well take full advantage of it.
Full advantage.
It don't even matter. Like, talk your shit, show your team, show your talent. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yes, there are players that people never knew about that will continue to get exposure because of the energy. And as long as that energy stay there, that's something that can lead them into contracts that can expand. They already see it now that the SWAC can give views.
Oh yeah, and you're adding more and more and more head. Listen, at the end of the day, Deion is marketing. We all know what it is. Deion is marketing. But when you have the other coaches marketing right back with you, because this is what it is, it's marketing. This is going viral. It's going viral. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. It's easy to bring more attention to the SWAC. And then tell me you wouldn't want to coach. You wouldn't want to play for Coach Maynor right now. Tell me you wouldn't want to go.
Correct.
Come on, man. My coach talking like that.
Because when you was in high school, and your coach, you know, arguing with the coach across the, you know what I'm saying, across the street, it was the same energy. Like you doing tour days and your first scrimmage, you scrimmage in your competition, and what's happening? Everybody bumping heads because of that edge.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, man, it give you that same energy. It's just on another level.
It's just on another level. I love that. I love how you said, you know, when your coach is bumping, because now you feel like, look, my coach bumping, I gotta back him up.
Right.
I gotta back him up. I gotta come through. Man, it's too good, man.
Just give you remember. I don't want to keep the line, but you remember like when you was a kid. I don't know how old you are, but like when Notre Dame used to dominate, or Florida State was having good seasons, or whatever, or Nebraska was doing that. There was edges to those teams that like other people didn't have. Yeah. So when you watch them on, and I'm saying this with a Lou Holtz team. Why am I saying this about a Lou Holtz coach team? Because no matter what we thought about Lou Holtz, he was still fiery on the sideline. He was slamming his head, kind of like Spurrier, slamming his head, slamming the headset, kicking it, arguing with the referees, talking smack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, whatever. The whole little antics. I love all that about college football because that give you that edge. But that was back then. Like today, you know, they scared to throw the hat on the ground. The only one throw the hat right now is old boy Georgia.
And I'm gonna say this before I let you go. This is my kicker right here. The SWAC has to be different, right? You can't play the same game the Power Five is playing. You can't play the same headlines. Yes, you can have great football. Yes, you can have great players. But this narrative, the bickering, not really the bickering, but just the competitive edge that they're showing that, look, we want Deion, we want the smoke, we want all the 4 or 5 recruits he got, bring them on. I'm coaching just like you coaching. I'll see you on the field. That's the headlines you want to play with because that's just natural. That's not forced. It's not scripted. It's just, this is how we do it in the SWAC. Like, it's not a game. Like, that's the lane you need to be in, and it's okay. Love it. Love it.
That's a fact.
Appreciate the call, my guy.
That's a fact, bro. All right.
Hey, caller, you live.
What's going on? What's
boy? Good? Talk to me.
Hey, this your boy Mark from Baton Rouge, Mr. Carlton Banks, Mr. Pass It to Will. You feel me? From the joke the other day.
What's up, Mr. Mark? Talk to me.
Man, I saw what the coach with Alabama A&M, you know, he did today, and I respect it. At the end of it, and I got to clarify something on air. Because a lot of people listen to you that you might not know listen to you. So I got a little backlash, from a few people on my social media, stuff like that, on when I made the Black Lives Matter comparison and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me clear that up. I would not have a problem with what Deion's doing if it wasn't in the culture of what's going on today. It's like LeVar Ball coaching his son. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind it, but once you throw that narrative into it, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Just say you just want to coach your son.
That's facts.
You have no experience. That's all I'm saying. Don't tie it into the narrative of what the media and everybody else, which Deion is a part of the media. A lot of people don't understand that. He was on the media platform before he became the coach.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, don't media side, just be like, I just want to coach my son. And I feel like I'm the best person that can coach my son. LeVar Ball did it. Now, did the NBA say, oh, no.
No.
But it's levels to this.
Yeah.
So I get it. Duke or North Carolina wasn't going to call LeVar Ball to come coach just because he wanted to coach his son.
That's facts.
So it's levels to it. I understand that. But I had to clear that up. I just don't want that narrative to be thrown in. Now, with what the coach said Alabama A&M did, I love it. It's called a rude awakening. It really shows how low Deion really thought of what the talent is here in the SWAC or in HBCUs. If I'm a first-year coach, I'm not talking no shit. I'm not talking no noise.
None.
I'm going to just say, look, we're going to play. Look, I'm here to work you will not, a good example, you will not hear Eddie George saying nothing about any other school that's in the Big South now that he's at Tennessee State.
He don't want the target. He don't want the target. He don't need the target.
Correct. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna bring this stuff like I'm sure you saw the Barstool Sports when they showed that little 25-minute speech or rant or whatever.
25-second? Yeah. It was the whole thing? It was the whole thing?
No, it was like maybe 25, 30-second snippet.
Okay, yeah.
That was on Facebook. That's the one I saw.
Yeah, I saw the same one.
Right. Why are you yelling at their asses when you brought this shit on them? You could have just chilled out. Just say, look, I'm just happy to be coaching. I'm happy that we on ESPN. But you trying to talk primetime shit and you don't have primetime players. You're talking like you have 22 Deion Sanders.
Don't skip over
there.
that. Say that again. Run that back. Come on now. Don't skip over that.
You don't have that. So don't talk big bully shit when you don't have that. You don't have 22 Deion Sanders. You only got one and he don't play. I don't know. It's sometimes I marched in the band at Southern. Shout out Southern University, Human Jukebox. I marched in the band. Dr. Isaac Graves used to always tell us, it's better to be silent and thought of as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Ooh.
You look stupid. I wouldn't brag about nothing. The product speaks for itself. And I'm Jackson State's band is my rival. But they don't have to go around bragging to say that they are a top band in the SWAC. They let the product speak for itself. Southern lets the product speak for itself. You gassing these kids' heads up there 16, 17, 18. They don't know no better.
Facts.
It's one thing to say, oh, I'll run through a brick wall for my coach. But goddamn it, if I know it's a damn brick wall and I know I'm not gonna get through it,
why am I running to it?
What the hell am I gonna run through it for? Another clip. You threw a kid out that admittedly made a mistake at the end of that game and ran into that quarterback. That boy didn't mean that. But you just got to be on national TV throwing that boy out. He came with
intention. I can't rock with you on that one. He came with some intention.
That boy pulled up. That boy came up. First of all, the quarterback, if you respect the other team, you're just going ahead and drop the knee. What the hell are you backing up 15 yards for? Drop the knee. You don't have no timeouts. So let's keep it pushing. So first of all, there's disrespect on Alabama A&M. You don't have to run around the backfield and we know the game is over. You don't have to take 10 steps back. When I watch Tom Brady takes one step back and drops the knee. Everybody starts dapping down. Good game.
Now you're going on a rant.
Entertaining game. But you don't do all that running around the back. Then the boy pulled up.
You're going left.
When he started with taking the knee, he pulled up.
I can't rock with you. You know why I can't rock with you on that? Because everybody knew what it was. The game was over. It's no reason for you to even be running that hard at the quarterback knowing the game is over. That's my only issue with that.
And I'm agree with you on that aspect, but don't antagonize me by rubbing salt in the wound. Do it be both ways.
Why would I not rub salt in the room? You losing. Come on now. Like you can't have
no, I'm saying when Alabama A&M at the end of the game, when it's like 15 seconds left, the game is over. Alabama A&M takes the snap. They're in victory formation. He drops back about 15 steps and then takes the knee. Look back at the film.
You sized it. It wasn't 15 steps. I'm gonna have to let you go, Marcus, and you're going off on a tangent. But you my guy though.
We all good. Hey, you my guy.
He was going off a little rant. What's good? Talk to me. You live. Yo, you live. What's good? Talk to me.
Yeah. Yes, sir. This is Mensa from Minneapolis, man. How you doing?
What's up, Mensa? What's good with you?
What's good, man?
What's good?
You know, I don't usually call in. I usually just sit back and listen, maybe talk in the chat. But after hearing what's been said in this last call, I had to say something. Some of these people got a lack of perspective that we need to just put into place real quick. Let's just start off top when we talk about football. Let's just start with the SWAC off top, number one. The SWAC as a conference is terrible. All right, some of these schools, these teams need to have a reality check. Your conference is trash. The fact that your conference had to make up a championship game with another WAC conference because they were getting their heads kicked in actual FCS playoffs says a lot. You know, imagine if like Conference USA and the Sun Belt Conference decided because we can't compete with the big boys, we're going to make up our own conference championship and act like we're doing something. That's where these schools are at. So number one, let's just start with that. Number two, the talent that he got coming in the upcoming recruiting class for next fall is not just tops in the conference. It's better than anything in the entire FCS, including NDSU, JMU, all the top teams in the FCS level. Is that not a fact?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's it. Now, I don't give a damn about the coaching because when it comes to college football, at the end of the day, the coaching is overhyped. It's all about the men lined up one against one another. Is the guy better, stronger, faster? Yes. If you got that, you're going to win, period. That's why Alabama wins. That's why Clemson wins. It's not because Dabo Swinney's some great coach. Dabo Swinney ain't shit. You put Dabo Swinney in, you know, take him to the Memphis Tigers, have him coach that team, they're not going to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest about it. So at the end of the day, if you got the talent, you're going to win.
Okay, let me.
You don't have the talent right now.
I'm gonna challenge you on that one because Urban Meyer did it at all levels: Bowling Green, Utah, Florida, and Ohio State. He did it at all levels. Every level he was at, he always won. So I can't agree with you on just having the best talent. Some of that is scheming coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta give what credit is due. Give credit where credit is due. But I get what you're saying, and I agree with the Nick Sabans and Dabo Swinney's. But you got to respect the Urban Meyers and the coaches who got it out the mud and just built their brand from winning as great coaches. But go ahead.
Yeah, at the levels that they're at.
Yeah.
So, for example, a guy could be a good coach. Take Urban Meyer in Bowling Green. He wasn't having Bowling Green compete with Notre Dame and Michigan, right?
No.
He's talking about teams in his conference at their level. So on that point, I agree. So in this context, let's look at what Deion got coming in. He came in and inherited a 4-win team. His team was trash. Anyone who saw the highlights what the team did in 2019, they're straight garbage. He could have did what Alcorn did and just skipped out this spring bullshit that we got going on right now. Wait till he has his own actual team, and then we know what's going to happen next year. And that's the part that gets me about this A&M coach. It's funny to me. Is we all know what's going to happen next fall. Every team in the SWAC is going to lose to Jackson State by 21 or more.
Oh,
every game.
I promise you that won't happen. I promise you that won't happen.
I'll put any amount of money on it. They're going to go undefeated. Well, and I don't say it ain't about Deion.
Undefeated.
It's not about the coaching staff. None of that. The players they got coming in are head and shoulders better than any of the players in the SWAC right now. That's the fact.
We follow each other on Instagram. I'll put $100 on right now that they won't go undefeated. I know your money.
I'll put 10 racks Anybody want to take me up on it? I guarantee you they go undefeated in the conference.
I got to racks to put up.
The only team right now in the SWAC that Jackson got to worry about next fall is Alcorn. That's it. I've seen enough. I've watched it. Before this year, I ain't never watched a game of SWAC football in my life. This is the first time I actually watched this conference. This conference is straight trash, bro. I'm telling you, man. These dudes, there's nothing about any of these teams is impressive. Be honest, man. You watch football, you know you can evaluate talent. Be real. It's a trash conference.
It's not trash is very strong. Like, I use trash when, like, I'm talking about, like, Jalen Jones throwing the ball. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? So trash is very strong of an adjective to,
Okay, how about this? It's one of the worst conferences in the entire FCS. I'll say it in a more nicer, politically correct way.
FC.
Is that fair?
I would say the Big South.
They can't compete in the playoffs, man.
I would say the Big South is better.
Look at their record. You know why the SWAC and the MEAC came up with the Celebration Bowl, right? You think they did that because it was a great idea? They did it because they were getting their heads kicked in the playoffs. Look at the SWAC's record in the FCS playoffs the last 20 years. It's embarrassing, man. They were getting destroyed every year. First round, one and done, getting beat by 35, man.
That's not true because
they made up a whole new thing just to make themselves feel better about themselves.
That's not true because they weren't even in the playoff system because they had their classic games during the playoff time. So that's not true.
No, bro. When did they started that in '99? Up until then, they were participating like every other FCS conference does when it comes to the playoffs. Automatic qualifier. The whole intention was going there. They made a conference championship game and the Celebration Bowl. The conference championship, I believe, was made in '99. The Celebration Bowl, I believe, was right around that or a couple years later. That was done specifically for the reason that they could not compete in the FCS playoffs. That's what it is. To be honest, they try to give some bullshit excuse about it's a lack of money and this and that. That's bullshit. NDSU and JMU make plenty of money in the playoffs. It's because they're at the top level. They get to host playoff games. If you host playoff games, you make money. The problem is the SWAC was so trash, they always had a low seed. So they were always on the road in the playoffs. But the reality of the matter still stands. They were getting killed. Look at the record. I think the last time a SWAC team went to the playoffs was, 97?
I honestly, I couldn't even tell you because I just started covering the SWAC. But, Mensa, I get all your points. But the question of the night is, was Connell Maynor out of line? Because you are going on a tangent, and these members in the comments are killing you right now.
I don't give a damn what the comments are saying. It's a bunch of butthurt SWAC fans don't like the truth, man. Look, Prime brought your whole conference into the limelight. You got to take the criticism as it is. Your conference isn't that good. Most people barely knew about it. You couldn't have paid me to watch SWAC football before this year. Let's be real about it. Okay, come on, man. This ain't come on. I ain't gonna say that more. I don't want to offend too many people because I know you know how I feel. You agree with me. You watch this shit. It's like, what the hell? I tried watching. There was another game on the other weekend. I was trying to watch. Forgot who was playing. Alabama State and I think Mississippi Valley. I try to watch it. I swear to God, I went to sleep after 20 minutes. It was the worst thing I ever seen, man. But at the end of the day, I appreciate what Prime's trying to do and he's trying to lift it up, and I hope the SWAC comes up as a whole. But these fans are talking a lot now with this coach. Just get to the point. Look at the performance that his team had. His quarterback threw for what? 400 plus yards, 4 TDs, no picks. Yeah. Had a great game.
Yeah.
And what was the score at the end? It was like 45-35?
42-53.
42, okay. Oh, no. You said 45-53?
53-42, Alabama A&M.
Okay, 53-42. Okay. So, with the talent they got right now, that wasn't an impressive win. Because A&M was supposed to be the top dog to the conference. Jackson State basically still got the 4-win team with maybe 2 or 3 transfers that they were able to play. So, talent-wise, this is essentially the same Jackson team that was there before Deion showed up. The same team that won 4 games. They beat them by what? 11?
9.
They gave up a ton of plays. They had a freshman quarterback in his first start throw for over 300 yards, 4 TDs, no picks. Now, imagine next year when they actually have a team. Not this bullshit they got right now. I'm talking about a real squad where they actually got a D-line that can get to the quarterback, which they don't have now. Have an O-line that can actually block. Have a legitimate quarterback prospect in there. And have an actual real safety. All they got right now is 2 decent linebackers, 2.5 decent cornerbacks, and about 2 receivers. Rest of the team is
wrap it up,
noodle, man.
You gotta wrap it up. I got people on the call. You gotta wrap it up. You got hit me with your last point.
No, but that's all I gotta say. SWAC is trash. The conference is shit. Okay, some bored ass football. It's only because of Deion that people even tuning in. I'm just keeping it real. And all you SWAC fans from all the other schools, y'all should be thanking God every day this dude showed up. Because otherwise, no one would give a damn about your conference. Your conference is just it's boring. I've seen high school football more entertaining than this.
Okay.
But that's all I got to say. I love what you're doing, brother. You know I'm rocking with you. I want you to be, blow up and do your thing. So stay strong, brother.
Man, you are welcome to call back anytime, man. I swear to God, bro, you funny as crap. Jesus. Yo, caller, you lie. You lie.
Yo, what's good?
What's good? Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh my God.
Man, it's Kane up from Detroit.
Oh man, talk to me.
What's happening, man? You good?
Yeah. Talk to me. I'm good. Talk to me.
Yeah, hey man, wow, your callers is crazy tonight. They tripping.
Bro,
they straight tripping.
No, they going in, bro.
Hey, yeah, but I'm gonna have to keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100 though. The caller before, he sounded like he a hater, man. I ain't talking about the Arab dude that was sitting there talking about the SWAC is trash, but the one before that, he act like he mad that Deion bringing a little bit of shine to the conference. Like Deion out there still playing corner and shit. What's going on, man? For real. I mean, they need to recognize that. Even though that's what this man was built on. That's how he built his shine. That's how he played baseball. That's how he played football. Exactly. Because he ran his mouth. He put everybody on notice, and now they mad. Everybody knew that's what was coming. If Deion did talk the way that he talked, he didn't shine the way that he shined, nobody would be paying attention to the SWAC. Of course, he's gonna come out there and say, "We about to come out here and play hard. We about to do this. We about to do that." He didn't say nothing about the SWAC being trash. He didn't say they didn't have no players. He said they had a great player. Mm-hmm. You got Hall of Famers coming out of there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And people are standing up here now they want to jump on the bandwagon, the hater bandwagon, Deion, because they done lost some games? Come on, man. I hope they had that same energy this fall. You already know what's about to happen.
What's about to happen? They going undefeated?
My biggest thing.
They going undefeated?
Are they going to go undefeated?
Mm-hmm.
I can't really say they're going to go undefeated, man, because they still got some things to work out.
Man, you sound like you backtracking, bro.
It's going to be one of their biggest opportunities, which I think is going to be a good test of where that program is moving forward. But I really see them making some noise, man. I really do.
Don't start backpedaling like Deion now. I need you to say because you came in hard. Oh, I see them. Yeah. Then I'm gonna ask you what they're gonna do. Well, they got issues, man. Come on, man. You gotta speak your mind. Are they gonna be good or are they gonna be okay?
Yeah. No, I really think they're gonna do that damn thing, man. But the thing is, I played for about 14, 15 years, man. You play ball. I can tell and I can hear when real people out here really play ball. You got to get players to play. You can have the most talented team out there in the world, but if they ain't running the X and O's, man, it don't even matter. Yeah, you got guys on this squad right now, seniors, leaving right now about the program, who can't even run basic defenses. Basic. Deion giving them niggas, giving brothers the easiest formation back. We'll go back there and run a basic nickel. They can't even run a nickel. You got half the team running this and half the team running that. Come on.
Nice.
What we out here doing? Yeah. And I'm agree with my man said a few seconds ago. These guys, it's a lot of them that shouldn't play no further than high school that out there playing. that shouldn't even made it. And that tells you that the quality of players that they've been getting in the SWAC is not even subpar. They couldn't even play junior college. They couldn't even play semi-pro. And I'm just keeping it 100. You got guys out there, and you want to say my man is trash concerning the way he throws. He got legs. What's his name? That got bench?
Jalen Jones.
Quarterback.
Jalen Jones.
Yeah, I mean he got legs. He's an athlete, but can he throw the rock? No, hell no. How did he get a 4-star? How did he get to Florida State? I mean not Florida State, wherever he was at.
Yeah.
Come on, that's why they let him go.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I get
well,
you.
I'm just being 100, man. I want to see some quality football. I wish Akron would have played this year so we could actually see what these big time SWAC teams look like, because right now I haven't seen any of them. And the reason, and one last thing I got.
All right.
Well, 2 days. That quarterback from last week, he a quarterback if you don't got no pressure on him. He's 6'5". Of course, he can see the whole field.
Mm-hmm.
He should be able to hit wide open people. You know, the receivers was decent. The quarterback is decent. But if you got a little bit of pressure, he was trying to give up the ball. You saw him. He was trying his best to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And my last thing, the head coach for Alabama A&M or whatever they are, man, come on now. He was talking bad trash, like you know, he want all the smoke. Trust me, he gonna get exactly what he asked for. Trust me.
All right,
that's what
I got
my guy. For you, baby.
Appreciate the call.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, before I get back to the callers, I'm going to get back to the callers. I'm going to replay the video. All right. I'm going to replay the video real quick. So if people didn't see it, I'm going to replay it. So this is what Coach Maynor said about on video. I'm going to play the video once again if I can get it. All right. I'm going to play the video real quick and we're going to get back to the callers.
Prime jogging out, and I met him out the field and shook his hand, and he said he looked forward to playing next year, so I do too.
That's good news here. That means he is going to stay. If new coach at a new school, what do you think in giving him some advice, if he would have called you, what would you have told him that he had to be careful with?
He got assistant coaches. He got NFL coaches. He talked about how good his staff is and how good they are, so I'm sure that he can lean on those guys for advice. You know, so he didn't call me, but you know, he's the enemy. He's the enemy, you know. I'm not going to give him any advice.
You told him to practice at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, I told him, recruit some more 5-stars. You talking about all the 4 or 5-stars you recruited. You're not the only one to recruit 5 stars and 4 stars. We do too. Let's go. We got guys coming back next year too. Yeah, everybody waiting for next year. Well, we're playing right now. Okay? Everybody like their team at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is, you know. So I'm going to have some different players out there next year, too. I'm not going to play with the exact same team, you know. So let's go. Bring it. We here. We ain't going nowhere.
Hey, go subscribe to my man Cut Day. I got that footage from my man Cut Day. Let's get back to these callers, man. Conscious, talk to me.
What's good, homie?
What's good? Talk to me. I know I saw you in the comments. I know you about to go in. Now remember, this is an 1.5-hour show, so people better get their calls in. But I'm gonna give you time.
I'm gonna keep it short and simple, baby. Maynard has opened up a can of worms. That's all I'm gonna say. Maynard has opened up a can of worms. Now, first and foremost, I love it. I love the swagger. I love the back and forth, because at the end of the day, it's a news cycle. It's going to be in the media. I wouldn't be surprised if later on during the week this don't hit Twitter viral and it gets back on ESPN somewhere. Because basically this is great marketing and advertising material for the conference. So, hey, Maynard didn't open up his big mouth, but look, one of the callers earlier said it best. The dogs ain't in yet. And you and I both, we watched the game the other day, and the 4-star that was on the field, the 4-star got thrown there 3 times, and one of them he almost picked it off. Correct?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right, Conscious. You're 100%.
All right. So he asking for the 4 stars and the 5 stars. Okay, he'll get them. He'll get them in the fall. But the caller was right. I didn't like everything that he said, especially when he started to highlight, the difference in the playoff systems and structure. That's another debate and another discussion altogether that I won't get into because I don't want to be lengthy. But to keep it short and concise, the SWAC in general is a poor conference in terms of the quality of athletes that are playing. I can't lie about that. And some of these kids that's playing football probably wouldn't be on a junior college team. But that's historically what the SWAC has had to deal with because you got to do more with less. And historically, our kids like shiny things. So they go to the conferences that can give them the shiny amenities and the money behind the scenes and the vehicles behind the scenes because we like stuff.
Yeah.
So, after integration occurred and we lost all of our star athletes and all the other athletes started going to some of these Power 5 institutions or PWCs as we call them, this is the end result. They got amenities, they got stuff, so our people follow the stuff. When our people can stop following stuff, then we can start building up our own. But until then, it is what it is. But as it relates to Maynor, look, I love it. I love the back talk. I love the back and forth. I imagine Deion right now is smiling right now at his house, snickering because, I won't say he caused a lot of it. His arrival has created it's generated a lot of interest and enthusiasm across the board. But here's the one thing that I wanted to tell you. We look at these coaches and we're like, man, they not paying attention. Maynor was actually looking at Deion's videos. He was actually looking at the news cycle of what Deion was recruiting.
That's real.
So what does that say about him as a coach? Are you worried, bro? Are you worried, Coach Maynor? Do you have this tingling sensation that you feel like somebody is stalking you? You're looking behind your shoulder?
He's seeing
all
ghosts.
The coaches in the SWAC.
He's seeing ghosts.
I think all the coaches in the SWAC, they feel there's a little bit of intimidation factor. Like, how dare you come into this conference and think that you can run over us? Y'all better be real careful. Y'all better be real careful because in a year or two, some of y'all may be without a job.
Are they going undefeated? My man said he'll put 10 bands on it.
I won't say undefeated. Okay. I say they lose maybe 1 or 2 games next season.
Okay.
I think they'll probably lose to maybe Southeast Louisiana, and they'll probably end up dropping a SWAC game between
Southern and Alcorn.
My guess, between Southern and Alcorn. They probably may lose one of those games. You know what? I say Southern, FAMU, or Alcorn. One of those 3 gonna be a tough one. But overall, I think it's gonna be a winning season, and I think they may make it to the SWAC championship game.
Oh, that's what's up, Conscious. Appreciate the call, my guy. You always get first dibs.
No doubt, bro.
All right. Peace.
No doubt, though. Keep doing what you do, man.
Yes, sir. What's up, caller? You live?
Hey, what up, Scotty? This Armand again.
What's up, Armand?
Good, dog. I think Conor was out of line? Nah, that's what your coach supposed to do. So
I like that.
I'm gonna keep it a band. Like you as a coach, that's what's supposed to happen. Like your coach is supposed to talk junk. Your coach is supposed to get you hyped in this game. And knowing the Magic City Classic about to come up, they about to play Alabama State. That's what's supposed to happen. Yeah. Like he's supposed to get your players hyped. He's supposed to talk junk, and that's what they do anyway. So that's that on that. Like that's simple. The simple fact he went out of line. That's that. Now, when it comes to old boy about HBCU football being trash, it's whatever. It really is. At this point, we got to show and prove. I'm not even going to go into all those fields. We got to show and prove.
I can respect that.
And right, like A&T has been winning beating D1 teams consistently for the last 4 or 5 years now. Mm-hmm. So at this point, it's just we got to show and prove. Like, now the spotlight is on all the rest of the HBCU teams, and now that needs to happen. Where we and what I'll say is now is when we get the chance to stop playing having these money games as what we call them. now we have to start winning these money games and start making it unfair for other teams to be like, yo, I don't feel like playing y'all right now. It's like, nah, we not. Because nobody says, like, you'll never hear North Dakota State sitting there coming up with a money game. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and they're the number one team. Big D1 teams also won't play them either. So it's one of them. It's a fine line that HBCU teams have to play because we need the money. Mm-hmm. But now we have to start making it really difficult for teams to sit there and say, "Yo,
we want y'all.
We want to play y'all, but we don't want to pay y'all." You get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
It's a fine line. We got to. You get what I'm saying? Other than that, like I said, I like it. I like where the SWAC is going. I like the hype. I like what the attention is bringing. You gonna get people who don't like it. You gonna get people who gonna find haters. I like what's happening because it's putting a spotlight on all HBCU football, and it's about to be good. That's why Eddie George now is the head coach of TSU, which that's a whole nother spiel. I'm gonna let you talk on that. But I like where it's going. I like everything that's happening right now. And everybody just enjoy this moment because I'm happy with Deion doing. Enjoy this moment, and let's see what happens in the next 5 years. Let's see how many more kids want to come to HBCU football and start putting up numbers and say, "Yo, I can make it. I can make it to the league, regardless of where I go." Because we've been telling them that for years. So I just want to let them know, like, you can go anywhere now from HBCU football, and especially consistently making it to the league. So that's what I want to say.
Hey, appreciate it, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, caller, you live. Hey, caller, you live. 4-2. Hey. Oh, okay. What's up? What's good? Talk to me.
Yo.
Yeah, talk to me. You about to get hung up on? You better get it right. Better get it right. I get you guys know I gave him time. I gave him time. Hey, call back, caller. You got people waiting.
Oh, my bad. Hey, what's up, man? It's Coach Simmons.
No, you good. What's up, Coach Simmons? Holla at me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So watch this thing right here with Maynard. Man, look, I'll tell you something. I agree with what he said, but he should have said it before the game.
Ooh.
It's not easy to have cones and balls to say it after the game, man. Say it before the game started. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can't. Okay, yes and no. When you win the game, you can say whatever you want, and Deion's allowed to say whatever he wants in the beginning of the game because that's usually how Deion gets down anyway. You know, with all the promotion and stuff. But he lost the battle. Now you got to sit there and eat whatever somebody else gonna throw on your plate.
True. But by him saying he wants from 4 stars and 5 stars, I'll be honest with you, man. Right now, Jackson State is not a good team. Straight up honest with you. They got good pieces, but the team itself as a whole is not good. It goes from the coaching to the blocking. I'm not one of them dudes to say it, but man, in the fall, I want to see what happens. All this talks about the fall, I'm going to be there game 1 against FAMU.
You going to be there?
I'm going to be there. I drive for Texas. Vacation already set. I'll be down there.
Hey, make sure you take some pictures for me.
Bring over.
Make sure you take some pictures for me. If you see LeBron, tell him I said what's up.
Hey, I'll send it. Hey, your Twitter thing ain't working, man.
My Twitter?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it. Hold on, let me see. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm gonna get it right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So look at the whole thing, man. What he said second about the SWAC conference. It's a reason why people go for the bands at halftime and leave.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Be honest with you, man. Most of the games are done by halftime, and the ones that are close are usually homecoming games. But people usually leave at halftime. Well, all this is going to change eventually, man. I'm not saying Deion be the one to do it, maybe Eddie George will do it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, but I want, like I said, I'll be there in the fall. I want to see what's going to happen. Because right now, the coaches from Jackson State, man, they're not throwing deep, which pisses me off. Like all these big ass receivers, just chunk it. They ain't doing that.
Yeah, that is frustrating.
I'm thinking that they're really holding back the playbook.
Yeah. Hey,
they really don't want to show everything, man.
Hey, my Twitter is offscript_vids. VIDZ. Offscript_vids. So hit me up. But appreciate the call, my guy.
I got you, man.
All right. Hey, caller, you live.
Oh my God. What's good?
What's good? Talk to me.
The question was Maynard out of line.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you live. The question was Maynard out of line. I just think that I think he was responding. I think he was responding to what Deion said after the game when he went to shake his hand. You know, he says good game. And Deion's response was, I love this. I love this. I can't wait. I can't wait to do this again yet. Can't wait to do this again next year. So I think that was in response to kind of what he said. Like, okay. So for the caller to say he should have said it before the game, you know, if he would have had the mic before the game and Ted Dixie would have asked him that question, he would have said the same thing. He was asked that after the game. So that was his honest response. So, you talking about 5 stars, you got this, and you talking about next year, as he said, we're playing now.
That's my favorite line. We playing now. I don't care about no fault. We playing now.
Yeah, we playing football now. So, okay, I understand you're going to get your team next year, like he said. So,
I know you're listening to it in the background. I know you try to keep up. Just turn it down and just talk to me, so you don't have the echo.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, I respect what Deion Sanders is bringing to HBCUs, the publicity, but at the same time, and Deion said it himself, you got coaches out there like A&M offensive coordinator who's ready to be the head coach. And, you know, not taking nothing away from Eddie George, you know, these big name NFL coaches are getting these jobs, which is bringing publicity to HBCUs, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of like, you know, when the rappers get jobs as actors, you got people that go to school for acting. You got somebody like, you know, Puffy come in and get an acting job. They sitting there like, oh. So it's kind of catch-22. You can look at it from both sides, you know, from both sides of the spectrum. But, you know, the publicity is good, but, you know, you don't want to wish bad on nobody, but at the same time, you got to look at it from both ends of the spectrum, man. You got OCs out here, been in the game for a long time, that's worthy of those jobs. They looking like, oh, Eddie George going to get the job? And he ain't never coached before? So we'll see, you know, big ups to Eddie George, and hopefully he does well. But at the same time, man, you got to look at both sides of the spectrum. You got coaches out here that's been in the game a long time that's deserving of those positions, but they don't really get the opportunity because it's like a little shift right now for HBCUs, which publicity is good, but
yeah,
at the same time, you got to honor those coaches that put their time in too.
That's facts. Appreciate the call, my guy. What's your name, by the way?
Oh, by the way, I'm Craig, Coach Maynard's brother.
Oh, shoot. And that's how you gonna end the call like that? Oh my God! Next time you gotta start the call with that, man. Come on.
But it's facts, though. I'm just speaking facts. I'm really not even being biased. Like, you know, it's facts.
That's real. That's real. Hey, tell Coach Maynor I would love to talk to him. He's a dog. I love it. Love it.
Man, that's easy, man. If you got my number, man, you can text me or give me a shout, man. That's an easy plug right there, man.
Hold on. I am writing your number down right now. I'm gonna text you after I get off live.
Man, give me a shout, man. That's an easy plug.
Too easy. Appreciate you, my guy. That's love. Hey, tell Coach, hey, good game too. And Glass is a dog. I love that boy.
Man, he got him coming back in the fall too, in September.
Yeah,
man, it's gonna be epic, man. It's gonna be epic. So we looking forward to next week with Alabama State. We're gonna see what happens. But the fall gonna be SWAC football in September. Alcorn back, Jackson State coming back. You know what I'm saying? Alabama State ain't going nowhere. Man,
it's gonna be head knocking. I love it. I love it.
ESPN, get ready, man. We gotta have it. We gotta have the flagship, not ESPN, U2, 3. We ESPN, the flagship station.
Let's get it. I'm on that bandwagon all day long. Appreciate the call, Mr. Maynor.
My man, hit me up. We'll put it together.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, caller, you live. Hey, caller, you live. Turn your background down for me. Hello, you live. Got to go. Hey, listen, if you are on the call, all right, I got 1 more hour left in post game, so make sure you call in. I got 1 more hour left in on my live stream. Make sure you get your calls in. If you're waiting, turn your background down. I don't want to hear myself echo. All right, let's get it. Let's pop it off. Let me see here. Hey, caller, you live.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Talk to me. What's your name? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Sir?
I can't hear you.
I appreciate it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate it, Maynard brother calling in. That was a real conversation. First things first, Alcorn State University. And to the other gentleman that called a while ago, who was that jigaboo that called and said that the SWAC ain't hitting on nothing?
He said the jigaboo. What's a jigaboo?
Who was that nigga on that nag? But first of all, just because people are uneducated and don't know about the SWAC, yes, they are getting their publicity now. Yes, Deion is helping everybody. Not only just JSU with the marketing, my alma, Alcorn State University, we will be back in the spot. We will be going hard. But we are all going to benefit from this. Yes, we don't agree with some of the things Prime is saying and some of the things that he's doing. But he's the one that has to practice what he's preaching. And he's the one that's going to have to deal with Jackson State University. Because one thing he don't understand about the South and the SWAC, Jackson State University, you're going to have to produce in the SWAC.
Facts.
You're going to have to produce. And if you don't produce, then we're going to see how quick a famous Deion, Primetime Sanders can go and get ran out of town. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. But Jackson State won't win in football, just like Alcorn, Southern, Prairie View, Grambling, and Valley, everybody. And the spotlight is on us right now. But this is Blake on Alcorn State University. Man, I haven't talked enough. You have a good one.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Call back anytime, my guy.
All right, I got you.
Oh, my God. That boy said, who is that nigga on that nag? Y'all are crazy, boy. I swear to God, y'all crazy. Hey, calling you out. Oh, you live.
Hello?
You live. Yeah, you live, caller. Ooh, Jesus.
Yes, it has begun. First off, this Malachi.
Where you calling from, Malachi?
Oh, San Antonio, Texas.
Where?
San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, San Antonio, Texas. All right, cool. All right, hit me up. What's good? Talk to me.
So, yeah, I think the last two lives you had, me and you talked, and we actually feel like we actually talked it up about benching Jalen Jones and starting Quentin Casey, however you say his name. And we were right.
I try to be.
No, we were right because it's like okay, he went for 4 TDs. He distributed the ball. They had a shootout with Alabama A&M. Don't take nothing away from Akil Glass. He a dog. He a dog. So it is what it is at that point. But it's just, I'm just amazed because it's like, now I'm thinking, I'm like, what if Quentin Casey would have started 2 games before? What would their record be?
That's facts. That's facts.
It got me thinking now because it's like, you know, the Alabama State game, Jalen Jones missed 2 wide open TDs through his wide receivers. You can't tell me. I guess I'm just starting to see things like, you can't tell me that. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it like it is. But JSU, besides the Alabama A&M game, JSU is supposed to be undefeated. And yeah, I'm gonna say it.
Other than what game?
Other
than what game?
Huh?
Other than what game?
Other than the Alabama A&M game, we knew Alabama A&M was going to.
No, sir. No, sir. That Southern game was a straight slacking.
Yeah, no. So the Southern game, the Southern game was a straight smacking. But look at that game. Look what you said. Look at what happened in that game. Remember, it was the play call. It got to a point. I'm laughing at it. Because even you said it like they loading. My thing is they loading the box. It's 4 for 1. You telling me you got 6'3" wide receivers on 5'9" major cornerback. You can't throw a comeback route first down. They sending everybody. It get to a point. I'm laughing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm basically just saying Quentin Casey he's the better quarterback. And the only way Shador is going to win the starting job, he got to be able to throw a better deep ball than Quentin Casey. I said what I said.
No, I feel you. Okay, now I got all that because we both been right. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's been listening to this channel longer than 2 days, understands that script don't be lying. But the question for the day is, was Coach Maynor out of line for what he said?
To tell you the truth, no. Welcome competition. He's entitled to his opinion. He feel that way, and he said what he said. Hey, more power to him. To me, if I was the JSU players and Coach Sanders, I would take it and let it fuel me and just keep moving forward. That's the best thing they can do. Use it to motivate you. Go harder in the weight room. Go harder in coaching. Go harder in your execution.
I like that.
So no, he wasn't out of line. He's entitled to speak his mind. He said what he said, and he's gonna stand on his words. And at the end of the day, he can say it does him more good because he beat y'all. So hey, it is what it is.
No, that's facts.
Am I still pulling for JSU? Yeah. But at the end of the day, no, that man ain't wrong. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Appreciate you, my guy. Hey, caller, you live.
What up?
Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What up? I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, man.
What's good? What's your name?
What's up? This is Tony, man.
Listen, man. I can't.
Red.
Red?
Yeah.
All right, you talk so fast, everything is like running together. I don't know if that's what they do in Mississippi, but everything is running together and I can't hear nothing. So you gotta break it down for me.
Oh yeah, that's how we talk in Mississippi, man. Yeah, we fast, man. Fast money. Yeah. Yeah, man. He was wrong, man. He was on point, man. You know. Deion came down here talking a whole bunch of stuff, man. You know.
You said he was wrong?
I said no, he wasn't wrong, man. You know, he wasn't really talking about the man. He was just kind of like just spending his life, talking about his squad or whatever,
Got you.
Yeah.
So, are you a Jackson State fan?
Deion made a lot of people mad, man. He came down here,
You know what? What do I know? What we talking about?
Yeah, Deion when he came down here, man, I'm pretty sure he made a lot of coaches mad, by his demeanor and whatever, where, by talking about we're gonna put up 50 points on everybody, if you don't get us, if you don't get us this year, you better get us this year, because you ain't gonna better get us next year and all that, and got some of these coaches have been out here that have been proven or whatever, He probably should have took the humble approach.
He probably should have, but that wouldn't be Deion's forte, so I'm assuming you're not a Jackson State fan.
Oh, no, I'm Alcorn fan, man. Alcorn.
Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Y'all not even playing. You calling in and you not even playing. Like, what we talking about?
Right. And now I see why you set out the season really to just kind of see what's going on, scouting everything, so that's what you need to be worried about. Alcorn. That's what you need to be worried about.
That's what we need to be worried about. I got you. All right, appreciate the call, my guy. Listen, if you are from the South, I'm a Northerner. I'm going to need you to enunciate your words. All right. Hi, my name is whoop-de-whoop. I am from whoop-de-whoop. Don't have me getting these little bouncy balls for what y'all be talking about, man, because I need to understand what y'all saying. You can't be calling me, hey, man, 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 it's your boy Peanut, man, and I'm out here, man, and, I can't have all that, bro. You got to enunciate your words, like, for real, bro. All right. Caller, you live.
Now, you know damn well we ain't going to enunciate no damn words like that. Now, first of all, a lot of these people must be new. Donald Hill, Ely, and Maynard, those are the two biggest trash talkers in the damn country.
Okay.
First of all. That all they do is talk trash, especially to each other.
Got you.
Especially to each other. That's all they do is talk trash. And the guy said he should have said it before the game. Go find the video where he did say it before the game. He said that Jackson State, they looking for some dogs. Some dogs are coming. Them Bulldogs coming. And the Bulldogs came in there, wiped the floor with them. And it was over with. And everybody knows, like during this week now, you're going to find clips of Maynard and Donald Hill Ely going back and forth. One, because they're real close friends. Mm-hmm. And that's all they do is talk trash. Go look at the SWAC media press conference from earlier today. They talking trash on that.
I love it.
But keep doing what you're doing, homie.
Hey, man, you're welcome to call back anytime, my guy. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Hey, caller, you live.
Yeah, what's down? You heard me? This Joshua.
Come on,
from New Orleans, Louisiana. I didn't pronounce that good, you heard me? Yeah, man. Shout out to JSU. You understand me? Man? Man, I take that back, man. Fuck JSU and fuck Deion Sanders, man, with his country cooking buffet sounding ass, man. Shout out to the Southern Jaguars, man. All you niggas can lick my ass and my balls, man. Eat this dick. Plus, I'm finna spit. I'm hollering out JSU. That's hard for my niggas, but you know I'm repping.
Okay, that's a no-go. Boy, I swear. Oh, my God, man. Y'all are too funny. Hey, caller, you live.
Yo, I was screwed.
What's good? What's
good, bro? This Bill Ross, the one in the comments, man.
Oh, talk to me.
Hey, bro, I wanted to say I'm from Jackson too, or whatever. I'm rocking with Jackson State. I went to Alcorn, so I'm kind of rocking with both.
Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to do that?
Hey, I'm from Jackson. I mean, Deion came down here, bro. I gotta. If I had to pick, I'm gonna rock with Alcorn.
Ooh, that don't even sound attractive. Like, I don't even know. Like,
I went to. Bro, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, man, but I went to Alcorn. You feel? I needed something new.
I wouldn't even say my name. I would just use alias. Hey, my name is Johnny. You know, because this just sounds wrong. Like, I'm new to the SWAC, but that just sounds wrong. I'm from Jackson. I went to Alcorn. I'm repping Jackson. Like, that just sounds all wrong. But go ahead, Ross.
That's just because I'm from here. Like, I'm from here, so I gotta
Like, you got to be here to know, bro. You got to be from here to know what I'm saying.
Got you. Okay, go ahead, Ross.
But,
I'm just messing with you.
But yeah, man, Maynor, I ain't going to say he was wrong, but it would have been better coming from somebody. Coming from Southern or Gremlin or whatever, bro. The man 65, 75 the last couple years. Like, he ain't won nothing. I mean, congratulations on the game against Jackson State. I'm not taking nothing from the spring season, bro. But he ain't won nothing. I just need that same energy when they blasting folks next year, bro. Because they going to blast folks. It takes recruiting to win, bro. And people know that. So if Deion say he got the best coaches or whatever, the best coaches with the best recruits, they going to blast people next year. I got them going 10-2.
I was about to say, are they going to go undefeated? Yeah, I was about to ask you. You got them going. Who you got them losing to?
I got them losing to. I got them losing FAMU and that Southern game. It's like, I don't know. It's just something with Southern, bro.
That makes sense. I like that. Do you think? Let me ask you one more question before I let you go, because I don't want you to, kind of flake on your Alcornism. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's even a word. Your Alcorn-ism. Whatever. So is what about Alcorn compared to what Jack? Do you think Alcorn is going to be able to compete, or you got to give Jackson a couple more years?
10-3 depends. I don't know where they play Alcorn. If they play Alcorn down there in Lorman, yeah, I got Alcorn winning that game. But if they play them in Jackson, I got Jackson State winning the game. It's just whoever got that home field game. I don't know who got the game.
Got you. All right, man. Hey, Ross. Next time, just call him with your alias, homie. All right, we'll get you right.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro. And keep up the good work too, bro.
Hey, you too, Ross, man. Appreciate the call, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen. If you know Ross personally, don't blame him. He's a cool guy. All right, don't blame him. He is a cool guy. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, this is Jay from Memphis, Tennessee.
Talk to me, Jay. I can let you talk, Jay, because I understand you. I hear all the words you're saying. Go ahead, Jay.
But listen here, I'm from the Delta in Mississippi. That's where I'm originally from.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but let me say this: Coach was completely out of line. Let me say this: Deion has never put down any institution as far as their football program. As a matter of fact, think about when he played Grambling. Okay. He gave those players props. He said that there was players on that team that definitely should be playing on Sunday. He said pretty much the same thing about Alabama State. He's never talked bad about. He gave Alabama A&M some props. What it is, the coach from Alabama A&M as well as Southern, they're jealous of Deion.
Yeah,
they're trying to pub themselves up. Think about it. SWAC schools or HBCU schools in general are getting this exposed because Coach Prime has gone to Jackson State.
Yeah.
Same way Tennessee State is getting ready to get some exposure once old boy get there and get his team put in. It was complete. There was no professionalism. Let me tell you what got me. When the guy asked him the question, if Deion had called you and asked you for some advice, what would you have said? Well, he didn't call me. He didn't ask you that. He asked you what if he had called you. Because Deion could give someone else some advice that's getting ready to come into an HBCU team. Why can't you just say, I would have told him this, told him that, told him that. I wish him the best of luck. Yes, we know you're enemies, so to speak, but you showed a lack of professionalism by the way you were talking. You're supposed to be training kids. Some things you don't say in public that you would say in the locker room. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what? I like that. I didn't think about it like that, but that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I give you that. That's not too bad.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. There's a certain way. You don't think Nick Saban say some things in the locker room that he wouldn't dare say in a press conference? Think about it.
That's true.
That happens. You think the old school coaches didn't say things in the locker room, but when they get in front of the camera, they're putting on a different face? They're showing lack of professionalism now. Coach Prime has always been Coach Prime.
Jay,
he's always been Deion.
Jay, wait. What about Deion? Because listen, I honestly believe Coach Maynard doesn't come out that hard if Deion isn't being Deion. If Deion comes in, hey, I'm just glad to be in a SWAC. Hey, you know, I just really want to see my team blossom. I just want to bring some attention to the SWAC. I want us to see us do great things for the kids. I don't think Maynor or Coach O come at Deion the way they have been coming at Deion. But when Deion comes in like a bat out of hell and thinks he's just going to, you know, that's why Coach Maynor says, we recruit too. Get more 4 and 5 stars. That's where that smoke comes from because he's been getting it back. But go ahead. What do you say to that?
But I got that, but Coach Maynard is full of crap himself because he talks stuff about Fred McNabb and Alcorn because they weren't playing. Which I can understand. Alcorn. Let me say this to the Alcornites. My mom and dad graduated from Alcorn. That's where they met. They graduated there 51, 52 respectfully. Now, your football team didn't play while your basketball team playing, your softball team playing, your baseball team playing, your track and field playing. All of them were playing during COVID, so why your football team can't play?
First of all,
so you all need to shut it.
First of all, they the champs. They can do whatever they want. That's just how I feel.
No, you can't. No. What you're supposed to do as the champs is defend your championship.
Why? I'm the champ. I can do whatever the hell I want. Like, I mean, I'm the champ.
No. You're supposed to defend your championship, but I'm gonna tell you all the reason why he's not playing. It's a couple reasons, but I'm gonna tell you one of the main reasons. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to pay the man down to Alcorn. Since y'all love Alcorn so much, pay the man, pay the staff. Y'all ain't paying him nothing. He's won all those championships, always going to the Celebration Bowl, and y'all won't pay him? That man wants to be paid, rightfully so. He deserves a raise. You can't pay him what you've been paying him. Giving his assistant coaches $5,000 extra and they win in championship. No, you need to pay that man because he has a good coaching staff. I give credit where credit is due. Mm-hmm. He's done a great job down the Alcorn, so you pay him. That's one of the reasons why he didn't play. I ain't gonna say the other reasons, but anyway, back to the matter. That coach was out of line. It was just lack of professionalism. And hopefully they'll get it right because kids are watching, student players are watching, and you can't do that. See, that's one of the problems Coach Prime is having. He has all the flash and everything, so the kids think they can do the same thing. Facts. They think they can do the same thing that he did while he was in college. Facts. It doesn't work that way.
I agree with
you. You can't do it. So it's a learning process for everyone. But the coach at A&M and Southern, they shouldn't come out of character just because Deion is prime time. That don't mean you have to come out of character. Real simple.
Listen, I like what you're saying, Jay, and I appreciate the call. But I feel like if you gonna poke the bear, just don't get mad how the bear respond. That's just my thing. You come in.
But I agree with you because if you come out to play flag football, you play flag football. When you come out to play tackle, everybody gonna play tackle. You can't play flag football and play tackle and expect everybody else to play flag football.
I like that analogy.
So when Deion come out, he has to expect it, but he does because he know they're not just as he said they're not the hunted. They're the hunted, or however he said he's not doing the hunting. They become the ones that are being hunted now, and they don't have all the players. I'm not talking about all the players to come in the fall. I'm talking about they don't have the best players. Alabama A&M has a great squad. Southern has a great squad. Can't take it away from them. I look for them to be in the championship playing against each other. They have a great squad. I wouldn't dare take that away from Southern. I always had a great squad. They got a great coach.
Hey, appreciate the call, Jay. I got some other calls, but you're welcome back anytime, my guy.
Peace.
What's up? Turn your background down for me. Calling you live.
What's up? You know I had to call back in after I heard that.
Oh, is this Coach Maynor's brother again?
Yeah. I started to call my brother and ask him, son, how you want me to come at these dudes? So this is the thing. To that guy who was just on the phone saying Coach Maynor was on the line. This is the thing. It's called matching the intensity. That's what it's called. That's all it is. There's no disrespect. So you won't be. That's what's wrong with these coaches. They get in front of the mic and they want to be politically incorrect. Who do you want to play for? The guy in the locker room to tell you one thing and then get in front of the microphone and say something different? Coach Maynor is the player's coach. So what he said in the locker room is what he's going to represent when he get in front of that mic. That's it.
Nah, and
so
I
I'm not
rock
gonna
with
get
you
in
on
the
that.
mic and tell my players this, and then I get in front of the mic and say something different. No, what I tell y'all, I'm gonna do when I get in front of that mic, it's what it's gonna be. It ain't no disrespect, it's trash talk. But at the end of the day, what Coach Maynor understands is it's still all about the players. It's really not about Deion. It's not about Coach Ely. It's not about Coach Maynor. It's really about the players. But at the same time, the players are a reflection of their coach.
I love that.
That's it. That's it. The players are a reflection of their coach. So that's the energy that he brings. That's the energy that Deion brings. Nobody ever said Deion was wrong. They had their comments, but if Deion was like that when he was playing for the Dallas Cowboys, which by the way is my team, so he was like that for the Dallas, like you said, why are he going to be different as a coach? They knew who they was hiring.
Facts. That's facts.
So that's it. So he was just matching his intensity. That's it. So, I mean, really, that's what HBCU is all about. The pageantry with the bands go at each other, the cheerleaders go at each other, the mascots go at each other. That's HBCU pageantry at its best. Watch the classic this year. It may be like virtual, but Ely and man, they're going to go at it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's just like the WWF, man. You get in the ring, you talk junk, you pump your team up. Those wrestlers, they ain't going to bust each other upside the head and go in the same locker room and take a shower. So for him to say, oh, it wasn't professional, those kids, check his resume, man. He's a life coach. Check his resume before you go saying he's unprofessional and kids are watching him. Everybody ever played for him, we respect him and what he brings to the game. So it's just trash talk at the end of the day. That's all it is. Same thing with prime time. Can't nobody take nothing away from that dude.
Yeah.
He's bringing publicity, whether he back it. Ric Flair said it ain't bragging if you back it up. That's what the Nature Boy say.
Okay,
it ain't bragging if you back it
and
up.
let me ask you. This is my thing with it, Mr. Maynard, is this, right? I feel like, and I said this earlier in my stuff. I feel like Deion put a target on his kids' back that they weren't ready to handle. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have with your brother, you've been through the battles with your squad, so you know what they can handle. You know, if I put my name on the line, I know my players gonna come back me up. You know what I'm saying? Because I have that relationship. We've done that before. You have a whole new team, and you out here leading the charge in something you don't know you have the ammunition to back up.
I mean, and this is the thing. Credit to Deion. Why would, for me, you lead that way, and anything that you get, use as motivation. But I'm a lead. I'm not gonna go out there like my brother say. I don't play not to lose. I play to win. So, and just like the guy said, Coach Maynor, these coaches are jealous of Deion. Jealous of what? Jealous of a 3-3 record? Jealous of what? What are they jealous of? It ain't no disrespect to Deion, but since he said it, jealous of what? A 3-3 record? And I guarantee you right now, everybody in the SWAC got more wins than Deion. So what is it to be jealous of? It's nothing to be jealous of. There's no disrespect to Deion, just responding to my man's response. Jealous of what? Because everything Deion got now, all the publicity he got now, is his brand. It's his brand. And my brother, Dallas Cowboys fan. And he recognizes Deion as one of the greatest players ever. So jealous of what? He don't have more wins. He's 3-3. Gonna be, watching the home next week. So for him to say that, jealous of what? Come on, man. He got a game to play next week. He playing for the SWAC championship next week, basically.
Facts.
So it ain't nothing to be jealous of. It's just trash talk. That's all it is. And he just matching his energy, just responding to what he said, like you said. Like, I got some dogs too. And before the game, that's what he said. Deion said he wants some dogs. That's what he said. Google Coach Connell Maynor from Winston-Salem State, Hampton, and all before that. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So that's all it is. I just had to come back on that, Claire. Professionalism. Man, check his resume, man. Come on, man.
You better check my dental records, Jack. Straight man, a guy get in his player's neck, but ain't never said a curse word. Never.
Go. Ask anybody ever been around. Never. But if you look at it from the TV, you say, "Oh, Coach Maynard cursing him out." Man, come on. I'm speaking as his brother, and I'm not even being biased. I'm just being honest. Like, a player's coach from start to finish.
Let's go.
Ask Jay Walker. Tell him ask Jay Walker about him. But that's it, man. I had to come back on there.
Oh, no, you more.
When his assistant coach texted me. When his assistant coach texted me and said, man, are you on this show? So, hey, man, your show blowing up, man. Your show blowing up.
Appreciate you, Mr. Maynor. Appreciate you.
I love it. I love it, man, because, you know, it's everybody's opinion. Everybody got the right to their opinion, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you a Cowboys fan, so you always right with me. You always right with me. You get
That's
first
right.
dibs.
Hey, man, you know what? Speaking of Cowboy fan, that's a whole nother topic.
Oh,
you know, they
man.
like to say, oh, we hate y'all because all y'all say is y'all going every year, but they can't never tell us who y'all is. They hate us because we got the nickname America's Team, and they can't take it away from us.
Let's go. I love it.
That's it. That's it. Y'all always gonna say y'all go every year. Man, we love our team just like everybody else, man. We cheer for our team just like everybody else.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I love it, man. Hey, anytime, Mr. Maynor, anytime.
Listen, man, text me, man. Call me after your show, man.
I will.
Meet me at the Magic City Classic next year, man. This year, next week, man. Let's chop it up.
Ooh, don't tell me that. I'll give you a rental car and be down there. Don't play.
Meet me at the Classic, man. We chop it up, get on the mic, have a live show right there on the sideline, man.
Oh, don't do me. Hey, I'm texting you right after this show. Coach.
Well, man, hey, I ain't gonna say the coach name, but I know he's listening. One of Coach Maynard coaches. He's like, man, you on this show? Hey, man, don't be afraid to call in. Call in, man. Tell them what it is.
Let's get it.
That's what's up, man. Take it easy. But
Hey,
another thing, since I'm on here, let me get my time.
What's up?
This nigga said FAMU. He got FAMU, and he got he didn't say A&M. Why would you not? Man, fans. I guess they just fans, man. They not football fans, man. They just fans of any sport or just want to get on the talk show, man. But how can you not have A&M as the favorite next year? You just gonna blow it out. Oh, I got Jackson State losing 2 games next year, and they just got smacked in the mouth by a team that got everybody coming back in the fall.
Ooh.
In September. How could you not?
With the best quarterback in the SWAC.
And don't nobody know what's going to happen next year. Don't nobody know. But if you're going on what you see in front of you, how could you just skip over a team and just put 53 points on somebody? Like, I don't get it. That quarterback is coming back, bro. Aquil is coming back. All those 1,000-yard receivers, they're coming back. All of them are going to be back in September.
Hey, that boy Zay, crazy. That boy Jenkins, crazy. Stop playing with him.
And he's one of the hardest working players on the team, probably in the SWAC. He wanted. He hungry. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens in September. Alcorn, I know they said Matt coming. Oh yeah, to the guy that said, you know, Alcorn, Maynor needed. He said something about Fred McNair. No, he didn't say nothing about Fred McNair. Him and Fred McNair played arena ball together. They got enough respect for each other. Good friends. All he said was, if you opt out, why are you practicing? If you opt out for COVID, why are you practicing? That's all he said.
Sound like a question to
me. You shouldn't be allowed to practice if you're not playing because you opt out for COVID for safety, but you're still practicing.
Sound like a real question to me.
Yeah, that ain't hating. That's just you ask somebody about something, they tell you, then you get mad at their answer. That's not hating. That's just fact. We're gonna opt out because of COVID, but you practicing every day. So, you know, like I said, everybody got to write their opinion, but you know, don't put nothing on nobody if you just speculate. Yeah, he said something about Fred McNair. No, he didn't. He said Alcorn shouldn't be allowed to practice if they opt out. That's it. That's all he said. Never said nothing about Fred McNair. Never. They're good friends. So it is what it is, you know. But man, hit me up, man.
I will.
Hit me up. We can chop it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the call in.
Yep.
Come on now. That's networking. That's networking, baby. That's networking. Hey, caller, you live.
Yo, what's up, man?
Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is D from Atlanta.
What's up? Talk to me. The question of the night is, was Coach Maynor out of line? That's the question of the night.
I mean, it's a 50-50. It's pretty much it's a 50-50 toss up. It depends how you look at it.
Gotcha.
But I think that it is giving, if you look at it in a positive way, it is giving the SWAC and HBCUs publicity that they never had.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, he could have kind of toned it down just a little bit, but he ain't really he really wasn't like out of line. He ain't say nothing that that was to me like very unprofessional. You got to remember, this is football. Goodness gracious.
Facts, right? We're not. This ain't gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's football. They supposed to kind of get down with it, and I think that can build up the next rivalry also.
Mm-hmm.
And but a script. Look, I had to look. I forgot to mention this to you that like I know that we all trying to see JSU do something, but when they played Alabama State, we didn't really mention that running back from Alabama State, man. He really put the team on the back. And like I think that like sometimes, like especially Saturday, I think not just JSU, just try to find like highlighted players, like players that really dominated the game, that did a good job on Saturday, and try to just mention them, give them kind of like recognition.
Yeah, you talking about Ezra Gray?
Yeah, I forgot. I think it's number 22.
I think it's 24, but it's Ezra Gray. Him and Merritt, they both nasty. Yeah, him and Merritt, they both nasty. I mean,
in the second half, man, he was just dogging them.
Yeah, he ain't got no answer for him. He got next level speed.
That was crazy. I mean, his speed, his power. He looked like a D1 running back.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, if teams didn't, if D1 coaches or recruits didn't look at him at that game, I'm pretty sure he got a couple of phone calls after that game.
Oh, he definitely had some scouts. Oh, because he's unreal. But people were saying that people were talking about his tape from 2019 when he went against Auburn. They said he was dogging Auburn. So it's just that's who he is. Like if you can't see that he's a D-level 1 talent, you crazy. But I got some other callers, but I appreciate the call, my guy. I'm trying to get everybody. I only got 30 minutes left on my live, so I'm trying to knock out everybody.
All right, big dog. Have a good one.
Hey, you too, man. Appreciate the call.
No, for sure.
Hey, caller, you live. Hello? Caller, you live. 2508 from Mississippi, you live. All right. Don't say I ain't wait. Hey, caller, you live.
How you doing, Script?
What's good?
Appreciate everything, man. Appreciate listening to you. You know, it's about my second time calling in.
Oh, you good?
You got me playing a rock in a hard place. But I've been listening and watching all the comments and listening to everybody calling in. Just being honest, man. Me being an outsider looking in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, turn your background down. Yeah, turn your background down. So
Jackson State, you know, them and their program. I have seen where they have talked about on the comment that they were sold a bill of goods, honestly. Mm-hmm. And I have heard where people have talked about that Deion should have came in being a little bit more humble. Yeah, those comments are pretty much dead on. Because we know for sure when we walk in and we're all this hype behind us, you have to prove. We have to be proven. Mm-hmm. And so by him not having coaching experience, he has to prove that he can win. Yes, you have proven. I know everybody's saying, let's wait till the fall, Mm-hmm. Okay. But as a leader and being a leader, he has to lead with the group that he has now.
Facts.
And the group that he has now, if you cannot show the ability to lead them and you're being filmed on the sideline where you're getting kind of potentially showing that you're getting into it with your player, then that's a bad image. That's a bad image. What that shows is that you're gonna have to be able to deal with all of those different type of egos. Because one thing for sure, everybody that come down there and play for you feel like that they're a grown man. But yes, they have to be mentored. Yes, they have to be taught in a sense to be able to lead as well as on the field and off the field. So with that being said, he has to lead by example.
Yeah.
And yes, we know he don't have experience, but he has the God-given knowledge and gift because he played in the NFL. Let's not deny it.
Yeah.
But it's a different story when you're coming back and you're coaching young men. I understand, and here's the thing. Let's be honest. When we say it's not about getting them to the NFL, it's about helping them to get an understanding what's after playing football, after playing any kind of collegiate sport.
Mm-hmm.
But he has to be able to show that, because what people are seeing right now, they're seeing Deion as what his name is. It's prime time. He's a show. He's a showboat. But when you're a humble person and you know you are truly blessed, you walk in that demeanor. You walk in that light. So with that being said, I know you let me talk way longer than anybody else, and I appreciate that. And you keep doing what you're doing out there.
Hey man, hey bro, you always welcome for a call in, bro. That's some top notch points, my guy. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Listen, my man ain't lying. All right, that's what he wasn't doing. He's just saying simply, if you come in with this aura, with this being, you have to walk in it. You're coming in as a coach. Show me how you're coaching with the players that you have. Show me you're a coach with what you're working with. Show me you're a chef by cooking what's left in the cabinetry. Not what you bring in from Publix, not what you didn't bought from Target. Listen, we in the hood. We got rice, pork and beans, sausages. Make a meal with that. Show me what you can do with that. And then when the Publix and all that stuff start coming in, then you doing what you think. You doing your thing. You know, you doing your thug nizzle. You feel me? That's all he's saying. That's all he's saying. Hey, call you live.
Hello?
Yeah, you live.
Hey, how you doing? This is Frank from Maryland.
Frank from Maryland. That's what's good. And, you know, DMV, baby, we in here. Let's get it.
All right, first thing I want to say, I want to say that Maynard, I like everything you said. I think we need more of that in the SWAC. I don't understand why people are complaining about it. That's going to bring more attention to the SWAC. We need that rivalry. We need the coaches going back and forth. We need things to set us apart from other conferences. Like, and one thing about Deion getting in the player's face, there's nothing wrong with that. Saban holler at players and grab players and cuss them out on the sideline all the time on camera, and nobody ever says anything.
That's facts.
But as soon as Deion do it, all of a sudden it's a problem.
Dabo's done it too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. And another thing, these callers that called in earlier talking about the SWAC is trash and all that. These people pump up these Power 5 schools so much. It's ridiculous. Like you pump up these Power 5 schools, but these black kids go to these schools and they have no culture. They just pretty much hire entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And at least at an HBCU, they have that culture. They can be themselves on campus. It's a family atmosphere. That's what's going to bring kids to HBCUs, because they know when they come there, they're coming to a family. When they come back for homecoming, they're treated like family. They're not just hired help. And then if you do something wrong on campus, they call you the N-word. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you do something wrong and they get mad at you, they call you the N-word. You know, you're family when you come to an HBCU. When you go to Power 5 school, you ain't never hired help, and they know it. That's why these kids are willing to come to HBCUs, because they know when they go to Power 5 schools, that's all they is. Hired help. Just you there to play football, and that's it. And if you ain't playing football, you get stopped by the police, you're another N-word on campus. That's all it is.
Hey, listen, yo, I got a caveat on that, because you spitting bars. You know what I'm saying? You ain't rapping, but you're spitting bars. listen, the one thing Shannon Sharp has said numerous of times is that he could have went to any school in the, you know, for his talents. He said he's glad he went to Savannah State because it taught him his history. He said it taught him his culture. It taught him, you know, what it was to be a black man in America. You know, how impactful we were in America. He said who he is because he went to Savannah State. So he is one of the biggest advocates for going to HBCUs. And you know what I'm saying? What you talking about, man? My guy, you are speaking facts. 100% facts.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I ain't gonna hold you up, man.
Hey, man,
you have me on.
Nah, anytime, Frank. You know, you DMV bound, baby. You good. You good on my call line. You good.
All right.
All right, man. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, we got 20 minutes. We bringing it on down. We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes. All right, get your calls in. We got 20 minutes. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, how you doing, Scotty?
Good. What's your name? Where you calling
from?
Hey,
listen, man. This is J-Dog from DMV, man.
Another DMV. You know y'all good with me, baby. That's about to be my new slang.
Yeah.
DMV, you good with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Washington, D.C., man. Dunbar High School, baby.
Okay, Dunbar.
Listen, man.
Oh, yeah, what's up? Talk to me.
Hey, so, you know, I agree with everything that's been said. Remember I told you before the ASU game about the trenches. You know what I'm saying? You know, Deion can't come in humble. When I see Deion on saying humble. You know what I'm saying?
Not never.
So what's going on is, I think, you know, I don't think he just respected the fact that, you know, the SWAC had talented coaches. I think he's got so much confidence in what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, it seems like it's, you know, overlooking the next person or whatever. Listen, man, he felt got some kids that cannot play this game, man, on this level. And that's sad. I'm not making excuses for him or anything. We need to coach him up. You know what I'm saying? You're right. Coach with what you have now. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes the mark of a good coach. Where you can, you know, like, for instance, Bill Parcells took that Cowboys team that was 4-12, something like that, and made them 10-6, the same team the next year. You know what I'm saying? So, in turn, I'm not even worried about the fall. Well, somebody else made a good point, too, about the fact that you can have all these 5-stars with it, but they still got the jail.
Yeah.
They still got the jail. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if, you know, what weeks of them are teaching. We don't know what's going on inside the locker room. You know what I'm saying? We can perceive that it's confusion and things like that, but we really don't know. You know what I'm saying? So kids got to buy into what you're doing as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
And, you know, yeah, and, you know, the Willie and Gallo, Gilly and Wallow thing, man, or whatever, that's who Deion is, man. But at the end of the day, man, he love those kids, man. And he care about all those kids in the SWAC. Man, you know, he give a prop to the players, like, Southern, that defensive tackle, that boy goes to the next level. He gonna play on Sunday, man.
Nah, that's
he
facts.
got that. He got that genetic far. So really, how you say it, that it factor.
Yeah.
But shout out to your brand, bro, man. You doing the thing, man.
Hey,
and
appreciate you, my guy.
And everybody need to understand this. DMV, we some dogs, man.
Oh yeah, you know how we get down. Don't sleep on us.
We some straight dogs, you know. And your brother, you smart, man. And I'm telling you something, man. Keep running your vision, man, because God got something else for you, baby.
Oh man, appreciate that, man. That's love. Appreciate you.
You take care, man.
Right, man,
and God bless you and your family, man.
You too, sir. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. Don't play with me. I got a whole set of clubs. I does this. I got a handicap and all that. Tiger hood, y'all. Yeah, listen, don't play with me. These golf shirts ain't for show. All right, I gets out there. I'm a lefty. Phil Mickelson on the greens. Don't play. Don't play me. Shoot. Hey, caller, you live.
Yes, what's going on?
Talk to me. Yeah, talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Alfred, and I'm calling all the way from Los Angeles.
Oh, LA,
California.
let's get it. Marathon continues. Let's get it.
Okay, listen, I'm a 1984 graduate of Jackson State. And what Deion Sanders has done for the SWAC HBCUs has never been done. And for all of these people to, especially some of these people to disrespect him, some of them would never get attention if it wasn't for Jackson State. Alabama State, Alabama A&M, this coach, who even knows who he is outside of him playing Jackson State on ESPN? You never get that opportunity again. And after this game, who's going to even watch him again? So they need to stop disrespecting and understand the blessing that they're getting. You're getting the blessing because this man decided to come to Jackson State, which helps everybody else. Stop playing Deion Sanders and play Jackson State.
Okay.
Have some class. Show the rest of the nation that you have class and know how to win a game without getting crazy. Respect the man. Respect the movement. This is a movement. This isn't just about Deion Sanders. It's a movement.
All right, let me hold on. What was your name again, sir?
My name is Efren.
Alfred?
Efren, E-F-R-E-N.
Efren. Okay, Efren. Let me ask you this, man. So when Deion was talking smack about Alabama State not having tickets, Alabama State spanked that ass. They put his picture up on the scoreboard. Was that appropriate?
Well, I mean, was he disrespecting them by saying that they weren't having tickets, or was that true?
How would you know?
Or let's talk about sportsmanship.
Because
when a visiting team shows up, you're supposed to have tickets available for a visiting team.
That was the standard for every team that played Alabama State. Southern had to go through the same thing, and Jackson State had to go through the same thing. Just because Deion has the platform that he has, put everybody on blast to say, hey, why don't we have tickets? But that was the standard with Southern. And I interviewed Colton, I've interviewed Ershad Davis, and they said it themselves, off camera, they said it themselves, that's the policy. That's the policy.
Okay, but how has he disrespected their university?
By saying,
how has he said anything bad about it? As a matter of fact, he's opened up doors for them that they would have never gotten, because they would never be on ESPN if it wasn't for Deion Sanders.
That's fair. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And then when he got on ESPN,
where is Alabama State? Who's going to pay attention to their next game? Who's going to watch them? The only time they're going to be watching is when they play Jackson State.
Efren, I don't know in California if they listen, but you got to listen. The whole thing is, yes, they put them on ESPN, but at the same time, Alabama State still spanked that ass. So what we talking about? I mean, embarrassed them.
Okay, well, you know what? And that's fine, but I understand that. But that was with another coach's players. That wasn't his players.
So what are we changing the narrative?
Was hired 4 months ago.
Sir, are we changing the narrative? Because you keep changing the narrative, you keep pushing the goal line back. I don't know what they do that in California.
Tell me how am I doing that? Okay,
because first it was
these were not his players. He did not recruit these players.
He knew that before he took the job.
This squad from another coach, Deion Sanders, he was hired 4 months ago. His players are not even there yet, and you're coming out of whatever like you've done something big because you're beating him without his own players.
Sir, the whole mindset of coaching and college coaches, everybody goes through it in the change. Everybody goes through that. When any coach gets fired from the position, the coach taking the job understands I'm going to have to play a year with other people's players. My whole thing is that you can't come in like a fall wind breeze and try to change up everything thinking, and now you're Deion Sanders and thinking that your persona is going to make your team so much better, and you're not coaching them up. Because if you want to be honest, Efren, I don't know if you're getting the games in California, you are pretty far behind. What I'm saying to you is that if you've watched most of the games, Deion Sanders and his staff is getting out coached. If you get beat by the same blitz for 3 games, I don't give a damn if you only know how to coach Pop Warner. If it's one thing I'm going to stop the blitz beating my ass. They not doing that. So talk about that, Mr. Efren.
Okay, well, let's put it like this. First of all, yeah, he may be getting out coached, and you're probably right on that. But the man has never coached before.
He has. He
was an
offensive coordinator in high school.
No, he has never coached a college team before.
Oh, you didn't say that. I'm sorry.
So expect him to make some mistakes. You have to be patient. You don't win everything in the first year. He was a Hall of Fame defensive back. He's never been a Hall of Fame coach.
All right, Efren, I'm gonna make this one last point.
The first year, and then he's working with somebody else's talent.
Okay, Mr. Efren.
Now, judge him correctly. I think you can judge him correctly when he has his own talent and when he's been around enough or whatever to do it, but then judge him. You can't judge him now, but these teams are coming out beating Deion Sanders as if he's going to somehow vicariously bring them up from their deficiencies of not being who they are, judging themselves through him. It's not about him. It's about HBCU. It's about Jackson State. It's about Alabama State. It's not about Deion Sanders. He's just being you.
Mr. Efren. That's
all.
Mr. Efren, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go. It is about Deion because you just said it was about Deion. You just said that they wouldn't have been on ESPN if it wasn't for Deion. So once again, that makes it about Deion. Secondly, if Deion is a Hall of Famer, I can criticize Deion's coaching. He can't game manage and he can't make adjustments. That's me. That's not me talking about his talent. That's me talking about his coaching ability. That simple as that. Thirdly, if you want to put yourself if you're going to come in with your persona of Deion Sanders, just know what it comes with. It's going to come with good. It's going to come with the bad. And that's what it is. Appreciate the call, Mr. Efren. You're always welcome to call back, but I got to get these other callers.
Okay.
All right, man.
Bye.
Hey, caller, you live.
Yeah. I might be in my foot.
Hey, caller, you live.
Give me what?
You live. See, if I give you three, you're live. Like I can't rock with you. Can't rock with you. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, what's going on, Scotty?
Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? This is Mo Carter, sports anchor in Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh, let's talk to me.
Oh man, I'm absolutely. Of course, I had hooked you up with those comments and everything from your preview and all that from the other day and whatnot.
Yes, sir.
Just wanted to kind of, just give you a few little insights or whatever on what I thought about your little topic with Coach Maynor.
Let's get it. I love your voice. It's so professional.
Well, look, man. Well, I'm using what God blessed me with, so you got to go ahead and take a look at that. But as far as Coach Maynor, man, of course, I get a chance to work with this guy basically like couple of times a week, covering him and his football teams and also do their play-by-play for YouTube stuff through the years. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, coming from just a media perspective or whatever, I don't really see it as for what he said being disrespectful. And I can also say it from being a former football player. I played under Coach Pete Richardson at Southern University in the late 2000s. And I mean, basically the same thing that like management talking about or whatever. Coach Pete Richardson used to say the same thing. And then even my relatives or whatever, from back in the day, they say Marino Kasem used to say the same type of things. And W.C. Gordon used to say the same type of things. When I was in Montgomery, I did work with Alabama State. When Brian Jenkins was there, man, his press conferences were similar to that nature. I mean, there's going to be a trash talk element regardless of what it's going to be from here, there, and everywhere.
Facts.
So it's just a matter of, how people respond to it. And I'll be honest with you, it kind of just goes to show that a lot of people who I guess you say really are taking offense to it are probably more new school SWAC fans compared to being somebody that's been a part of SWAC, SWAC football and fanism and all those other things for many years. Because this ain't nothing new.
Nah, I get it. I see a lot of people representing you. They said they said like, a lot of people know who you are. You must be famous or something.
Man, I'm just a guy that just does a pretty good job on a local television screen, man.
Everybody's like, Mo, that's Mo. Oh, Mo, respect Mo. It's coming in crazy, these comments. So how do you feel about overall? Is that just Coach Maynor, or is he being something he's not?
No, man, that is Coach Maynor, dude. Like, he is a huge trash talker. And, I mean, he's not been just a trash talker since he's been a coach. He was a trash talker back in his days when he was a two-time MEAC
SWAC player. I mean, MEAC Offensive Player of the Year at North Carolina A&T.
Okay.
He was a trash talker back then, and then people who knew him in the Arena Football League said he was a trash talker back then. Matter of fact, he led the Orlando Predators to the AFL title in the early 2000s. So, I mean, yeah, this guy has been a trash talker for a long, long time, but he also says that he was going to do one or two things. Either he's going to back it up or he's going to eat his words or whatever. It just all depends on the situation. He has no problem doing either situation overall. And, I mean, I'll even say this. I mean, his first year here, I'll never forget, they were playing Southern down in Mobile for the Gulf Coast Challenge, and they had a huge lead on Southern, and they lost it. And one of his post-game interviews with me, he basically said that, look, I've inherited a team that doesn't know how to win. You know, all of a sudden we were winning and then we were losing. And then all of a sudden, like, the mindset was, oh my God, like, we're down and we don't know how to come back. And he said at that point, we got to find a way to instill that these guys can be winners. And I mean, a lot of people took it a little bit to the side, but at the same time, what ends up happening? They end up rolling off a bunch of wins, and then they have a winning season, and then it rolls into last year. They were literally one play away from possibly playing in the SWAC championship game or whatever. Literally, game came down to the end against Alcorn, and now look, in year 3, he is literally one game away from putting his team in the SWAC championship. So I mean, yeah, that's just the guy. That's the type of guy he is, and that's the type of motivator he is, man. But like I said before, like, this is kind of like something that a lot of coaches are like in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Now, not all of them are like that, but at the same time, there are a lot of trash talking coaches. I mean, a man, Coach Odoms, who's down there at Southern, he's not a big trash talker per se, but at the same time, too, if he needs to put his foot in the tail of one of his players, he's definitely going to do it, but he's going to do it in a professional manner to be like, look, I'm doing this because I know you can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take a look at some things of that nature, and I mean, as far as the stuff with Deion Sanders, I feel like this. I know that he is bringing a lot of popularity and eyeballs or whatever to the SWAC that may have not been there before. But at the same time, too, I want people to understand you shouldn't get it twisted. Like, I mean, SWAC football has been on the map for a minute. We're just being elevated a little bit more. And also, for all individuals who have all talked about, oh, Deion got everybody on ESPN. Okay, that's part of the equation. But the real source of this, you have to give your props to Dr. Charles McClellan, the SWAC commissioner, who found a way to renegotiate the contract back in July with ESPN to add the flex package to it. Yeah. By adding the flex package to it, ESPN can say, hey, we're going to bring up a game that could be on ESPN 3 or ESPNU up to ESPN 1 or 2. That was put in place prior to August the 7th when they released the schedule. So, just a little tidbit there or whatever and stuff. So you take that combination of what McClellan did and the popularity of what Deion Sanders did, and that's a good combination overall for the SWAC in the spring. And I feel like this, as HBCU athletic supporters, we have to support our products one way or the other, and also we have to support what's going on each and every day. I mean, you got 2 nationally televised games this upcoming weekend. You got the Bayou Classic on NBC Sportsnet, and then Magic City Classic on on ESPNU. Hey, those games have been staggered now. So because of that, there should be no reason why we shouldn't be
supporting both of them,
making good numbers on one game and then moving over to the other game later in the evening, because one's in the afternoon and one's at night.
Yeah, that's going to be legit. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Hey, no problem, man. You take care now.
You too, sir.
All right.
All right, these are my last 4 callers. If you on right now, stay on. You are my last 4 callers. Let's go. Cut Day, talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Script?
What's good, Cut? You hey, listen, man, you had me do a live, man. You done went viral. I had to do the live off of it.
Hey, when I saw it, I knew it was gonna go viral. It's a great clip. It's a great sports clip. I hear the people calling in. I hear it, man. I hear it. The thing is this. Why do we love the bad boy Pistons? It wasn't because they just played basketball. It's character. You're not going to be on ESPN without storylines. The SWAC have had great football for years, awesome players, but you haven't had storylines. Nugget versus Brian Jenkins Jr. Now, me and you knew Brian didn't mean any harm.
Yeah.
But for the public, but to grab the public's attention, slap a nice title, talk to the players about it, boom, we present it, more people watching. If ESPN releases the numbers to the games, it's undeniable. so many people were watching that game, and every man, Akil Glass's draft stock went up tremendously. It's a part of football. I think that a lot of people that are upset never played the game, never really been around it. They love the pageantry of it, as a JSU alum said. Football is grimy, man. You're gonna have that. Why do you like Prime in the first place? Coach Prime, right? Why do people love Coach Prime? Most people are not evaluators of talent to tell you this is why he was great. No, you like the flash. And it's a part of marketing. When Prime came in, what did he have? A Jerry Curl? That's definitely noticeable. Gold chain definitely stood out. It brings attention to you.
Yeah.
Now, once you have the attention, you ball out.
Yeah.
Another player, Richard Sherman, he was balling out all year. It wasn't until that man got up in Tom Brady's face and said, "You mad, bro?" Boy, the whole world knew who Sherman was then. As we speak right now, Coach Maynor is bringing in 4,100 views per hour to his school. Now imagine if a donation link, Alabama A&M donation link was attached to that. Wake up, man. Wake up. Like they look, don't play with the storyline, because the storylines are not stopping. I'm not stopping. If it's said, it's going up on Cut Day Sports. And if it is what it is at this point. Because I don't care about people's feelings. I'm actually for the culture. Period.
Yeah.
Am I from it? No. But they're accepting me in. I'm giving my opinion. I'm giving the clips. Hey, man, it is what it is. Great storylines. More eyes going to be on the talent. And once the boys ball out, more of them going to get drafted. More of them going to have opportunities. Even if it's not at football, you have opportunities in business and branding.
Yeah.
I don't care about feelings. When the players tell me to stop, the coaches tell me to stop, I'm going to stop. Until then, we're going to keep on rolling.
That's all day, every day. Hey, y'all, I'm telling you, man, this guy is, if you wanna know football, you wanna know the headlines, you wanna know the story, him and HBCU Spotlight, those are my guys, man. They keep me up to date with everything, and he hit me with the clip, and I said, "Oh, I gotta talk about this one." He said, "Go ahead, my guy," and I'm on this live right now talking about it.
Hey, man, you need that. We need that. Show them your personality. Everybody doesn't want. Everybody don't want to see. Oh, well, the team did spend Dippolis. Why do people like Lane Kiffin? Because Lane Kiffin gonna tell you, man, we bombing on y'all. You don't care. We bombing on you. I'm throwing it on you deep. Do something about it. If you don't like how I'm talking, beat me. And that goes for any customer, man, stand on that. Because at the end of the day, no matter what is said, no matter what we say, they have to line up again.
Facts.
Alabama State heard that. Them boys heard that. They coming. So coach gonna stand on what he said. Them players gonna back that up.
Yeah.
Man, look, them dogs rise when they hear that.
Especially when we just beat you. Especially when we just beat you at your place.
Right, man. Stand on that. Say what you gotta say. Cause I know it's called. Hey, man. Hey, it is what it is. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Hey, appreciate the call.
Everybody gonna do that.
Hey, you always welcome, bro. You always welcome, my guy. Appreciate the call, Cut.
Oh, yes, sir.
Hey, that's my guy right there. Listen, that's my guy. Let me get to these callers. Let me get these last bit of callers. Hey, you live, my guy.
Man, Scotty, I don't know what's wrong with these people calling into the show having a pity party for prime time. Man, you gotta understand this. Oh my! By the way, this AC from Baton Rouge.
AC.
I'm a Southern Jaguar.
Let's get it.
I roll with the nation. Now, for some reason, they seem like they're trying to have this prime time pity party, but prime time gonna get everything that he deserves. You can't come to the SWAC and just figure you smarter than every coach, and these coaches are not qualified to coach. Hey, but the SWAC is like no other conference in football. And it starts from tailgating to the band walking in, to the football team competing, and to the band walking out.
Yeah.
Now, I hear them talking about how they being disrespectful to Deion Sanders, and they feeling sorry for Deion Sanders. But when Deion Sanders was beating up on Walter Evans and they were beating up on Mississippi Valley, and he got his players in the end zone dancing, going to the sideline dancing.
Talk about it.
He's telling them, go ahead on, take the 15 yards. Take the 15 yards, you dancing, I'll take the 15-yard penalty. But you playing against a weaker team. So what kind of sportsmanship is that? What kind of sportsmanship is that? Then you want to talk about the coach at Southern. Hey man, if he can coach, he can coach. If he can't coach, then he can't coach. You got to remember, and I've been a season ticket holder for Southern for the last 25 years. Ooh. So with the ups and the downs, you got to remember. Remember when Stump Mitchell came to Southern, Stump Mitchell talked the same stuff that Primetime was talking. He's going to come and he's going to outcoach everybody in the SWAC. And Southern was taking their lumps just like Jackson State taking their lump until Southern lost against Mississippi Valley. When they lost to Mississippi Valley, they fired Stump Mitchell the same day. Dang. The next week, we went to go play Jackson State. And Coach Odom was our coach and has been our coach ever since. Yeah, but you got to take your lumps and you can't feel sorry for them.
Not even a little bit.
Has to come.
Not even a little bit. I said not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit, but it seems like everybody's talking about, and what Primetime is bringing to the SWAC is great. I mean, Southern has a history of being, they talk about all these Motor City Classics, which is nice. And they talk about the Soul Bowl, Jackson State and Alcorn, which is nice. And but when you talk about the Bayou Classic, hey, bro, you can't play the Bayou Classic in no local stadium. We're talking about 75,000 people. So when you start talking about exposure, there is exposure in a SWAC. Maybe Jackson State don't get it like they should get it, but hey, you got to win. That's just how that is. They haven't beat Southern in the last 6-7 years. No, 9 years now.
9. I think it's 9 now.
Okay, and then when they go back and all these teams, the Alabamas and the Alabama State, everybody, that's fine. But they was lucky to get them 14 points against Southern. That was 2 big plays. If it wasn't for those 2 big plays, and Coach Odom don't turn off the dogs, that could have been a 50-0 game.
Listen, if Skelton doesn't throw those picks, y'all blowing them out by 40. Easy.
Oh man, but absolutely. And for them to come in and they having this pity party for him, you got to understand, not only will the team go after him, the fans will go after him, and the fans will go after him. If you don't win, that's how it is. We go down to Alcorn, and we getting beat to death in Alcorn, which they kind of have our number. The band started playing Beyonce to the left, and everybody was pointing us out the door.
Dang.
There was nothing we can do about that besides get up and leave, take our lumps. But then you come back the next year, and hopefully you prepared to come back, and that's just how that happens, man. But your show is great. I just kind of started tuning into it, and I like the topic. But it just seems like it's too much of the stuff about feeling sorry for Primetime, saying he don't have his players.
Listen, he ain't getting no sympathy on this channel, none whatsoever, none.
Right, he's coaching. He brought this atmosphere to Jackson State. This is all the Primetime. When you have the SWAC, when you have the preseason, and everybody's asking all these coaches for Grambling, which is a great coach, he's ran the SWAC, coach from Alcorn, which is a great coach, the coach from Southern, which is a great coach. You even also got the PBs. They have great coaches. Mm-hmm. But when you start talking about everything being about playing against Primetime and not Jackson State, that's when these coaches got offended. Because the SWAC is not Primetime. The SWAC is the SWAC. And when Primetime is gone, the SWAC is going to still be there. Thanks. Jackson State is going to still be there. Southern is going to be there. These institutions have been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. And what he's doing is great. Continue to do it. But if you don't win, then you just going to have to take your lump. I mean, come on outside and eat some of this barbecue and some of these neck bones and turkey necks and take you a few photo ops, take you a few photo ops, but I guess and get ready for next year.
Hey, that's all you can do. Hey, appreciate the call, AC.
All right.
What's up, my guy? You came back for round 2?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm calling back in. This is Mr. Who is this nigga on that NAD? AKA
who was that nigga, who was that jigaboo calling from California. And so what I got to say is to everybody for Deion, they're like in the military. I ain't no military guy myself, but once you take that flag, whatever come with that flag, you take all the responsibilities that go with that flag. And so, just like if he get lemons, he got to make lemonade out of it, baby. And so, he got to make the world best lemonade out of it because that's how he promoted it. And so, yes, he has all this NFL experience.
Mm-hmm.
But he got to listen to all his NFL experience on the sideline because that's who's going to guide him.
Thanks.
Mr. Alfred. And judging. And here's the thing. Yes, he have 5-star, 4-star. Everybody is being able to get those 4, 3, 4, 5-star. That's exposure. Kudos. Thank you, Deion, to the SWAC. But here's the thing, what people don't understand about SWAC. I think come in there was saying that, oh, the SWAC need to come together. Man, it's written in the old rules and the old laws and the old Bible with the SWAC that one thing for sure, we stand together. If you outside of the SWAC, then yeah, we coming at you. But we tend to, we gonna support our schools. That's what we do. And so another thing, it ain't no drama. It's just love with us. And I don't see no coaching out there with Deion. Because if you really look at Deion, and ain't nobody hating on Deion, it's a little, he get hot at his players. And let me tell you something, when you talk and you preach on live and you preach on Facebook and you preach to Barstool and to ESPN, let me tell you something, only way them guys gonna respect you, you better cry with them when you preaching to them in there. So all that fake and that show and praise God, I'm not saying you don't love God or anything, but if you're going to show young men, you got to step up and do right and show them. If you're going to cry with them, you're going to cry with them when they lose or they win. Vice versa. That's all I got to say, off script. Hey, appreciate that. This is Blake off from Alcorn. Hey, thanks for letting me talk, man.
Hey, you already know what it is. Appreciate you.
You up.
Real quick before I get this last caller, I want to give a shout out to Wi-Fi Media. They done hooked me up with the Pimp C. Y'all always talking about Pimp C. I got my little styrofoam cup, got it custom made. Check your boy out. Check your boy. Check your boy. Got the off script. Got the, that's one of my logos. You know what I'm saying? Got the freshness. Wi-Fi Media. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate them for that. I'm gonna shout them out. That's my little thing right there. Hey, caller, you live.
Man, every time the Jackson State people bring up the TV and all of that, they never give the commissioner credit who made a deal before Deion was even hired. All right. And also to go back to that caller who said nobody knew who Alabama State was before they played Jackson State. But the last time I checked, didn't they have a first round pick? What, last year before last?
Who?
Alabama State. They had a first round draft pick.
Who?
Titus Howard.
I didn't see that.
He went to the Houston Texans to look it up.
All right, I will. I surely will.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can keep going.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say also, just like the guy said, when Odom took over, he took what he had. He basically took them lemons and made lemonade, and he's been the head coach since. The same with Donald Hill-Ely. Jenkins was the coach. Got fired like 3-4 games in because Alabama State was like 1-3. Donald Hill-Ely rolled off like 5 or 6 games and has been the head coach ever since. They took what they had and coached it to where they needed to be. And also, when you brought up the picture on the scoreboard,
yeah,
if you went to Bama State or you're an alum, you know what they actually had in plan was actually worse than that. It was worse than that, but they didn't go with it.
And what was that?
I can't tell you that.
Oh,
the plan was way worse than that.
How you know? How you know?
It was worse than that, trust me.
How you know?
Man, keep doing what you're doing. Trust me, it was worse than that.
I don't want to get you. I don't want to get you in no trouble. Oh, Lordy. I don't want to get nobody. Hey, listen, this last caller, I'm only taking this last caller because I know he's going to say something controversial. This is my very last caller, I promise you. All right? Mensa, you good to go, man. You my last caller. Let it ride.
I just wanted to say, because I know it's everybody taking shots at me and stuff like that, and talking about who's that nigga on that nag. Nigga, I got 500 nags in my ancient rock and Gucci mix. So I just want to let you know off top. You know what I'm saying? I know you in Mississippi, they ain't got a lot of money down there. Y'all struggling, but it's all good. But I just want to say to you, brother, all these people calling in, at the end of the day, we all want this thing to work. We want the SWAC to do well. We want, you know, whether you for whatever team you for and all that, don't really matter in the day. We want HBCUs to do good. I'm not some HBCU hater. I'm just calling it like it is. And you motherfuckers are way too arrogant for fans of some of the worst teams in football that are total trash. You know your teams are garbage. If any of your teams played any real team from a real conference, you get smashed by 50. And you know it. And you're mad that this dude showed up your team. You know he got the talent. You know next year they're on another level. They're not even thinking about the SWAC. The SWAC is a low bar to clear. This team is talking about being able to compete for a national championship or maybe jump up to the FBS and just lead the SWAC. That's where their mindset is. That's the talent they got. So all you Alcorn, A&M, Alabama State, Mississippi Valley with your little rinky-dink stadium, and Alcorn with, I don't know what y'all got out there, that toilet bowl you call stadium. All your teams are nothing. After next year, the party's over. So enjoy a little time now, you guys. Celebrate. Feel good about yourself. Because next year, they're closing that up. The water's getting closed down. You ain't getting no more wins. Conference championship is over. It's done, man. And you know it. That's all I got to say. By the way, hey, did you do you going to do that ticket giveaway you talked about? Or did you already announce that?
No, I haven't announced it. I was going to wait till next week.
Oh. Okay. Just checking. All right.
All right, man.
Take care now.
Hey, appreciate it, Miss. Boy, you funny. I thought it was going to be my last caller, but you know I got a response call. Go ahead.
Please. Ooh, please. Is that Snowball calling back?
Yeah.
Is that Snowball from the Django calling back? Because I know he ain't talking about Mississippi and he doing this and he doing this. See, that's what's wrong with people right there, brother. That right there. You trying to go off on somebody, and I'm going to tell you something, I'm just having a good night, chilling. I got a darn good job. Yes, I have an education. But this ain't even about that. Don't talk about us, please. Evidently, you from FAMU or BC. Which one is it? That's all I want to know. Which one is it? Off script. You got to get me back on here some other time because I'm going to keep it calling. I want to make it funny for you, bro. Because he didn't make no sense trying to down somebody.
Oh, my God. Y'all got me over here crying, bro. I swear, y'all. Boy.
I want you to cry. I want you to cry with tears and laugh with joy.
Oh, my God. Y'all are crazy. He probably gonna call back. Mensa probably gonna call back. But if you do, I'm gonna bring him right back on. Y'all get listen. It's no hate in here, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But and listen, that's what this is about, man. I love the banter. I love y'all getting y'all opinions out. You are always welcome to call in. That's why I said I don't. Oh, here he come. I'm gonna let you go. All
I say is let's not just say we rinky dink. Just because he may be from Florida or wherever he's from and he think they may have more money and education, all I want to say is, Negro, you ain't no better than us. And let me drop the mic on this. I left.
Oh, man. Hey, Mensa, you on?
Now, you know I had to call back. This guy coming back here. Let me just say something, man. I understand this dude got an IQ of like 74, and probably barely knows how to read, but that's just a personal issue he's got to work out for himself. But at the end of the day, he tried to come at me. I didn't go at nobody. He came at me, so I had to respond. But at the end of the day, I just want to make it clear. Whatever little money he got, I could wipe my ass with that money, light on fire, hand it back to you. Ain't nothing to me. All right? You got a little bank, brother. Let's be real. You ain't got no money like that. You barely getting by. You're probably living with you in your mama's basement. So just chill out, man. You ain't got to try to mess with people who got more money than you. Could just take your little bank account and hand it back to you. I've been drinking a little bit. I've been drinking a little bit. That's why I'm kind of off right now. As you can clearly tell, I'm not totally straight right now.
Hey, Mensa, who you rooting for though?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know who you rooting for.
I'm rooting for Jackson State. You mean outside this way?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all for I'm Alabama's the main team I root for. That's the squad I've been rocking for the longest. That's before Nick Saban showed up. Okay. But I'm talking about on the FCS level. I like JMU.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But at the end of the day, people making it seem like I'm I'm hating on HBCUs. I wanted to do good. It just did me amazed how people don't look at the actual conference for what it is. Just be honest with it and say it ain't that good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not hate. That's just telling the truth. You'd be lying to pretend and say, "Oh, the SWAC is something good." When y'all know damn well if any one of your teams went out and played any real school, you get killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the truth. And if you think the truth is hate, then you just hate the truth, man. That's all I gotta say.
All right. I appreciate the call in, Miss. Oh my goodness, boy. Y'all are bugging. Hey, go ahead. It's on you.
You know what? I ain't even do it. I ain't even gonna do it. I was screwed, my sister and them listens, I'm gonna take it and be the bigger man on this one right here.
Okay. I respect that.
I understand, Mr. JSU. Hey, honestly, I'm from right down the road from where you from. Holmes County, baby, Lexington, Mississippi. It's not about Jack State. It's not about Alcorn. It's not about Deion. It's not about us. Yes, is he bringing publicity to us? And I know he said, yeah, he owns some and all that, and he can wipe his ass with the money and all that. Man, I ain't never said about no money. And I'm not even going to go into that. But what is bigger and what everybody listening to and watching is how we conduct ourselves. I'm not serious about this. I love SWAC football. I don't watch SEC. I bleed SWAC football, purple and gold. So when I believe a person says what they say they're going to do, and we all can tell and differentiate fake from real, that's all I'm saying. Look, we are a conference. Yes, are we trying to show that we can compete with everybody else? Yes, we can.
Gotcha.
But we can. And we're not arguing. We're not doing none of that stuff right now. I'm not. But at the end of the night, I'll screw up. Have a good
night. All right, man. Appreciate you. All right, listen. If you ain't calling, you ain't listen. If you ain't calling by now, you just ain't calling. This is my last. This is for real, my last caller. All right, you live.
Hey, how you doing?
What's good? Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from? Don't be boring. You can't be boring after those two callers.
What'd you say?
I said, don't be boring after them two callers.
No, I'm not. Okay. Look, I'm from North Carolina, Greensboro, with North Carolina A&T #1 HBCU football champion. And I was wondering, how do y'all feel about them not being in that celebration bowl? Are you happy that they're getting away so SWAC can try to win one?
See, I just told you not to be boring. I just told him not to be boring. I said, don't be boring. He gonna come in here talking about something completely different than what we talking about. Say, I can't rock with that.
Yeah, bro, Betty Bang on.
Hey, you live. You live. See? All right, that's it. All right, appreciate you guys for calling, tuning in. Listen, this was crazy. I'm gonna start. I gotta keep my stuff short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? B. Francis, he begging Mr. T to call. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. This was crazy. This was funny. This was different. This is definitely different. But I'm gonna try to start doing some in the week lives like this to just to get a temperature for how the week's going and stuff like that. But once again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. For everybody talking about me, I am a golfer. These shirts ain't just for show, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I gets it in. But my overall opinion with Coach Maynor, I rocks with it. I love it. I love it because if you're a player, you will run through a wall for that. Call. If you listen, what's your area code, my guy? I keep trying to say that. Coach Green, what's up?
What's up, man?
Talk to me.
Man,
don't be boring.
I just saw your show.
Don't be boring. Don't be boring, because I will hang up on you. Don't be boring. Go ahead.
I just called it. What's going on? So I can get it right, man.
Oh,
I just put it on.
You can't do that. I gotta let you go. It's too late. You gotta rewatch it.
Oh, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna be bored, dude. What's up?
All right, did you watch the Coach Maynor video?
I just saw it.
All right, that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about.
That smoke. Hey, all I'm gonna say is I'm looking forward to next year when they play again. It's gonna be fun.
Got you. All right.
It's gonna be fun.
How you gonna call in and don't know what we talking? Come on, Coach Green, you got to be better than that. At Saunders, I'm gonna give you one chance to call in, my guy. If you put in this chat one more time, you don't know the number. I'm not. Thank you. All right, I'm about to say, if you put in that chat one more time that you didn't know the number, I was about to end this live. Go ahead. You.
Yo, Mar, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? Talk to me.
What's going on, fam? All right, so look, man, I'm going to break it to you like this. I'm actually on campus as we speak. I'm the play-by-play man here for the men's and women's basketball team. And I just got to tell you guys, that's on script on with Maynard. You know what I'm saying? That's typical Maynard. You could ask anyone from any era he's ever coached at.
Hold on. I'm going to give you, and listen, I'm going to give you a time to talk. Who are you to play-by-play for?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Who are you the play-by-play for guy for? Who are you play-by-play for?
Oh, the A&M men's and women's team.
All right. Now you can go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay, for sure. No, like I was saying, it's on cue. I feel like it's perfectly on script on what he said. And also, like he said in the video, man, he also has some transfers that no one else has thought that are coming from big-time schools as well. We're talking about Auburn and a lot of other SEC teams. And I don't want to necessarily put some of the players out yet, because some of them haven't put out that they committed, but we have a lot of talent coming in as well as far as 4 and 5 stars too.
Okay, I see you. You know what? But how is it compared to Deion's class though?
Now we know that Deion's class is going to have, the big names. It's going to be glitz and glamour. But however, you see now that A&M is getting quality players as well. Now, if we want to be honest, we could talk about the 4 and 5 stars as well. But what Maynard is great at is picking those guys that are walk-ons and coming on and putting out major numbers too. Because 85
is a walk-on.
Yeah, Ibrahim, he was the walk-on last year as a freshman. Was number 6 Allaire.
Really, they both were walk-ons.
And they worked their butts off. Let me put that out there too, man. They worked their butts off, man. This wide receiving core is definitely an NFL wide receiving core. The tight ends didn't even get off, as we all saw this past weekend as well.
Yeah.
Imagine if they really got going. Oh man, this offense is dynamite. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my goodness, man. Okay, I like this. Hey, hey, listen, man. You always welcome. Don't save this number so you won't be in the chat looking crazy talking about what's the number.
Man, listen, I saw you popped up on YouTube on live. I'm actually doing some work here for the football team as well. For Kill Glass, man, I saw it popped up, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm seeing all this MEAC nonsense being talked about, Deion being talked about. What about the winning team? You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm hearing a chit chat about Jackson, but not enough about what the state of Alabama got to bring to the SWAC now.
Listen, that Magic City Classic is going to be epic, bro. That's a heavyweight battle. Everybody waiting for. I know I can't wait, and I wouldn't tell you who I think gonna win, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be a good battle. I had an interview with Akil and Brian Jenkins not too long ago on my channel. Brian Jenkins, he's a supporter, man. He's a real guy, man. I love that, man. He's as real as they get.
He's a gamer,
huh?
Yeah, he's a gamer.
Oh yeah,
He brings it.
He's as real as they get. Real as they get. But hey, like I said, you're always welcome, my guy. I see your number now, so every time you call in, I got you. I got you.
Say no more, man. Good talking to you.
Hey, you too, man. Appreciate the call.
Yep.
Listen. What's good? You lucky you popped in. What's good? You live. Don't be boring. Don't be boring. It's too late to be boring.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey man, I just want to say one thing. In 3 to 4 years, if Deion Sanders can turn Jackson State into the team that we hope they can be, and they out of the SWAC, bro. I think they're going.
What's your name? You didn't say your name. Where you calling from?
Oh, I'm CJ from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
CJ from Fayetteville. Okay, listen, CJ. I totally agree with you. If Deion wins, and I said this in my last live stream, I said if Deion goes 7-3, 8-2, he can walk into people's houses and be like, look, you're the missing piece for me to get the SWAC championship. You go 2-8,
right.
You go 3-7, you can't do that. And Deion's brand is winning. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's easy money. If Deion wins, the SWAC has no chance. I don't care what nobody talk about when this. Listen, I'm real, and I'm as real as they get. I'm gonna criticize Deion as much as anybody. But if Deion wins, if he wins, it's a problem. He will become the Alabama of the SWAC. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
Oh yeah, and the other thing about it is, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when fall start back up. Will ESPN pick these games up?
The FAMU game is definitely going to get picked up. I don't know about the rest, but appreciate the call.
All right, no problem.
Hey, caller, you last. You are definitely last. That's it. You're my last one. Don't be boring. Do not be boring.
All right, I got you, Scotty. I got you, man. It's Manny from the 410, you know what I mean, up in Maryland.
Oh, that's how we got to end it with DMV. Let's go. Come on, baby. End it with the DMV.
Hey, man. Listen. I'm with you when it comes down to coaching, you know what I'm saying, in the game. But I gotta put, because everybody acting like they ain't seeing what's going on, right?
Talk about it.
So we're playing. He's playing, you know what I'm saying? Coach Prime is coaching with the same team from last year. And somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. The team only won about 3-4 games last year, correct?
That's correct. You starting off bad with me.
Come and put in a system that's going to make this team that went 4 games last year and make them into this powerhouse team. Now, once he settles in, the talent which he's already recruited, he showed you already that he can recruit. When he gets that and he starts busting these people down, and Coach Maynard can't make comments like that, we're going to start seeing people start being humble. And we'll start seeing the Alabama name quiet down a little. The Southern start to shut up a little more. And everybody start being humble. Now, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, jump the gun and say, hey, he's going to do it in the fall. Because there's still a learning curve. But, hey, man, enjoy your wins now. Because it might be cut short very soon.
What's your name again?
Manny. Emmanuel Hardwick on the chat, man.
Emmanuel. All right, cool. Let me holler at you real quick because you subscribe to this foolishness as well. My whole point about Deion is not about the class that he's in. I don't care about the talent that he has. My issue, and it will always be the same, if you're a coach that you cannot make adjustments, you're trash. I don't care. I don't care if you're Deion. I don't care if you're Hugh Jackson. I don't care if you're freaking Nick Saban. If you get beat by the blitz every single game and you cannot make the proper adjustments, what is we doing? Like that is the question.
Hey, Scotty, I can't disagree with you on that. I can't disagree. And for one, you know what I'm saying, me, I used to be a defensive player in the state of Maryland. You know what I'm saying? One of the best in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
You know.
What year you graduated?
So I'm a defensive guy. Now, when I see him on defense, they're making adjustments. Unfortunately, the players are not able to, I guess, take the information that's provided to them and actually use that information correctly. Right?
Yeah.
Now, as far as because a couple games ago when I watched, actually the last game when they played Southern, it was terrible. The blitz came straight off the right hand side, and it's like, so we're not going to slide protection. We're not going to have the running back pick up the blitz. We're not going to do any of that. But I then have to say also is, you know what? the coach is not doing what he needs to do, but also the quarterback, if you know they on the line, that's a quick read.
But that, once again, that goes back to coaching, because you can you play, and I'm gonna have to let you go because I got a couple more callers, and and you were supposed to be my last, but I'm gonna take one of these. But my thing is this: is if your quarterback does not know how to slide, first of all, if your line don't know how to slide protection, and I know my cousin's on here, he used to play offensive line, he's gonna tell me the same thing. If your offensive linemen do not know how to slide protection, that's a coaching issue. Especially after 4 games. Listen, that's not a scheme. Coaching, sliding protections is not a scheme. It is a simple mathematic thing. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing. It's no different on defense. And I'm not even a defensive guy. But if I'm blitzing 7, that means we only got so many in coverage. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a math thing. It's just, I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so frustrating with me when it comes to watching Deion coach and his coaching staff coach, because I'm not seeing the growth in adjustments. The players the talent is what the talent is. And if you want to break it down, they've been competitive in every game but Southern. So a couple plays here or there is what changes the game.
Yeah. Hey man, listen. If we see the same thing in the fall, then I'm gonna say this is definitely like he needs to usher himself out, or he needs to
get better coaches.
To put somebody else in place that needs to do that. But man, hey Scotty, I appreciate the call, man.
Hey, no, I appreciate you
keep
calling.
banging with you, man. And I'm gonna keep
DMV all day, baby. You know how it is.
Yeah, you know what it is, man.
Hey, caller, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man? Turn your background down for me.
What's that?
Turn your background down for me.
All right. Hey man, what do you think? I think Deion might be setting these games up, man, for his son to take over.
Oh man,
how you gonna have these quarterbacks shining, and then they throw them, they taking them to the SWAC championship, and all of a sudden you drop all of them for your son to be the starting quarterback. That's gonna look kind of crazy, ain't it?
Gonna look kind of crazy to me.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then you ain't trying to coach these boys up. This might be this preseason for you. You just evaluate what you got, because you feel like you got these other guys that gonna come in and do something spectacular. Because that would be like if Quincy had went 2-0, and then you come into the fall and then you slap your son into that position, right?
How that look?
And that look kind of crazy. That'll throw the whole team off. Everybody will be like, oh man, he got favoritism. His son come up in here taking over the whole Sanders family. So that'll start a big rift in the locker room.
No, I agree with you. And I've talked to some players. I can't say their names or whatever, but I've talked to a couple players that they like Shador, and I talked to a couple players that like Quincy. You know what I'm saying? So it's really up to the coaching staff. But the main players that I've talked to have said it's Shador's job. It's just his job. And they've also talked about he looks good. He has his moments like everybody else, but they say he looks good and he can control the offense. So they said it's his job. That's just that simple.
So those guys just holding the seat.
And it's sad because I like Quincy. I really do. And I feel like if you can't win your starting spot playing a game, then what we talking about?
Exactly. And then when the coach is gonna come in, I mean the offensive coordinator garbage. I mean, I don't think no management going on when you're going on evaluating the film, coming back to a study and making adjustments. So you're the CEO of a company. As you say, that's what he said, this business, right?
Exactly.
You're the CEO. So you guys having a meeting, you should evaluate, your stock.
Facts.
And make adjustments as needed.
Facts. Appreciate the call, my guy.
All right, take care.
No, anytime. I'm serious. This is my last call. I'm not playing around. You are my last call. I'm not playing. What's up?
Man, why you taking so long to answer the phone, my dog, man? It's about some real stuff. Look, just for that bootlicker first, tell his ass to get over here, you heard me. Tell him to take that KKK degree and go shove it up his ass, because we got real estate over here and wheels and all that. You know what I'm saying? JSU, you can kiss my ass. Southern Jaguars for life. Shout out to Florida FAMU. When you've been carrying that golf pole for the last hour, you ain't going to golf shit. About to go hit some raccoons out the motherfucking trash can in the back of your apartment.
Hey, first of all,
you know,
you
want to stand up, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, I don't even
you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of y'all hating on that big SU. You know, we're going to shut it. Look, we the only one catching the football with our eyes closed, nigga.
Yeah, that's it. That's the last caller. Yeah. we gotta go. Gotta go. Hey, listen, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Appreciate y'all for calling in. Love y'all. Keep rocking with me. Keep rolling with me. Until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna holler. God